It's not really complicated. Elections are about choices. On March 13th, choose to keep Grenada moving forward. Mark an X next to the House. Vote competence. Vote NNP.
We came back in 2013 with a clean sweep, we win 15, and my country progressing. NNPD winning team. 3,000 jobs for humanity. The way forward we please. Numbers of higher education. The past 4 years volume billion. We create small business. We have the facts to prove this. Roaming million a day. NNP all the way. Let's keep moving. The economy growing. Let's keep moving. Construction booming. Let's keep moving. Every man is smiling. Let's keep moving. Salary receiving. Healthcare improving. Keep moving. Pension coming. Keep moving. Better condition. Keep moving. NNPD party for the land. Let's keep moving. Show me your colors. Let's keep moving. Your green colors. X-ray unit in Maryville. Farmers and complaining no more. Hotels building from Liberia. No turning back, we shall prosper. Silverson and Mount Cinnamon. Development goes on. Transformation of TAP CC. School upgrade on the NNP. Emergency wing of the hospital. Almost complete and standing tall. Let us all come together and go the best of Grenada. Let's keep moving. The economy growing. Let's keep moving. Construction booming. Let's keep moving. Every man is smiling. Let's keep moving.
Yes, indeed. Let's keep moving. Yeah, I see the t-shirts, boy. All I seen is t-shirts all over. Yeah. Let's keep moving. All direction I look, I just seen let's keep moving. Yeah, so let's keep moving. Let's keep moving our country forward. Let's keep moving our economy forward. Let's keep moving our youth forward. Yeah, let's keep moving for the different things we're doing for our elderly. Let's keep moving forward with pension reform. Yeah, and restoration. Yeah, I heard Senator Humphrey speaking the other day, and you know one thing, I found an article with him speaking back in 2004 at the Labor Day ceremony, that May 1st Labor Day ceremony, and that article was speaking about the restoration of pensions. So Chess ain't just reaching the scene, that's a long time.
I mean, this is a man that, I mean, from the onset, his whole concept is to ensure that the workers of this country, right, gets the best, right, in whatever is there to offer.
But
right, so
you know, a bad thing though, even though that is the case, I've been seeing various messages, various postings by activists of the other side, the NDC, and they have been basically prodding the unions not to accept anything that government puts forward, even if it's good. Now, here's a situation you have now. You have workers, people who worked in the government system for 30-something years. Yeah? 30 plus years, 20-something years, even if it's 10 years, 15 years. These people are waiting on their pension. The unions, being the unions, are trying their very best to get whatever is the best deal, considering, and this is where you have to give the unions some praise. The unions have been trying to get the best deal for their constituents, for the public workers, but at the same time, get a deal that will not be damaging to the Grenadian economy, and we must applaud them for that.
Yep.
And the thing is, that is the same thing that the Grenadian government is trying to do. This new National Party administration, it is the exact same thing that they are attempting to do. But you have some people that upset. They find that the union's supposed to be acting in a sort of aggressive way, a more aggressive way, that the union should be trying to fight down NNP, or the union should say, okay, we are 11 days away from the first set of people going to vote, which would be the police officers on the 9th. That the first set of people going to vote on the 9th. And there should be some kind of confusion. And trying their very best, and I'm speaking of even executive members and candidates of the NDC, have been trying their very best to create some sort of conflict between the unions and government between now and elections. It's very unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate. Instead of you settle down and try to bring to people what you want to do, and so you resort to basically fighting and trying to divide the Grenadian people, and that is so shameful. Very unfortunate.
Because when you look at the pension issue, remember, this NNP administration could have simply said, we are going to challenge it. When the judgment came down in the Hermelin Armstrong case, this administration, through the Attorney General's chambers, could have challenged the judgment, which, in effect, would have tied up this entire thing for the next 20 years. So we would not have been having a discussion about pensions right now. It definitely would not, because the entire thing would have been in the court system still.
Yep.
Meanwhile, pensioners would have been dying out there without receiving proper benefits. Yeah? And it's not to say people are not receiving pensions. Remember, people do get a pension right now. They get it through the NIS. But it is our view that that is not sustainable. It can't sustain anybody. Yeah, and it is not enough, especially for the contributions that these workers have made to their country.
Yep.
$200 and something in some instances, by the time they get that.
Come on.
So then by the time they take the bus to reach in town and get it, a good about quarter of it gone already.
Yeah. And you see, one of the things is so very important, that the unions, as you said, understanding the importance of that to its workers, right, have decided together with government, right, the government leading the way to ensure that something is being put in place. They have signed a MOU together with government, right, ensuring that the discussion, right, towards a positive ending where workers of this country, all workers of this country, could be entitled to their pension and so. And I think that's the way to go. It wouldn't happen today, right? The union to understand that. They know it's a process, but it has started. Once it has started, then, I mean, we have to keep moving. You can't stop and, no. It's not like that. Even the unions understand that you have to keep moving when it comes to the pension for the workers of this country.
And it's a very important issue, as I said. When you look at the amount of money that they're receiving and the basic needs, remember, these individuals have no other source of income generally.
No other source.
So it's, I mean, it's a serious situation when you consider if they have a medical issue and they've got to buy medication, utility bills, things like electricity and water and so on. And that these individuals have to fight up with this pension that they're getting right now, the small amount of money that they do get from the NIS. And that is the thing. A lot of people try to spread the story that, oh, there's no pension people receive. No, they do receive.
They do.
It is not enough, but they do receive something. Yeah. Because with the Hermelin Armstrong case, for instance, one of the things that I believe will have to happen is that while she receives her money, they will have to subtract all the payments that would have been made through NIS over the years so that it balances out, so that that money that NIS would have paid to her over the time, that would be returned and that sort of thing. But government could have challenged it. Government could have gone to court and challenged it and tied the entire thing up for the next 20 years in the courts. They could have done that, and this NNP administration decided, no, we are not going to do it. Let us tackle the issue of pensions head on. It has been ducked from, it has not been dealt with for an extended period of time. We are seeing the opportunity now with an improving economy for us to be able to handle various aspects of it, not the entire thing, because you're talking a couple billion there, but various aspects of it. So let's get moving on it. Yeah.
You know, and workers are so happy at this point in time because at least a government, NNP government led by Dr. Mitchell, is paying attention to the most important need, right? And so no one else has done that. No one else has done that or even attempted to. And so they are not taking this lightly, right? Because they know that's their future right there. All right. I want to say a pleasant good morning to everyone on the live out there.
Yeah, I haven't been to the live yet.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I haven't been over
there. Listening to us. And so, Chris, the snow is like,
And don't worry, Chris, I could post some photos from Carriacou yesterday.
Yes,
They'll help warm you up.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they'll help warm you up.
Beautiful photos of different sceneries and so from Carriacou. Good morning, Carriacou and PD Martinique. Yeah, it has been fun.
Yeah,
it has been real fun there in Carriacou. The new National Party.
Work and fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, the majority of it is work, but the environment. And so it rained a bit on Saturday, and so, but the environment and so the glow of the Carriacou people, all right, together with the vegetation, it was green, really green over the weekend, an extension of that.
And let me say a special good morning to all my friends and family relatives out there in Carriacou and in Petit Martinique. Yeah, hope that you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day today. Yeah, and remember, we vote in green.
We vote in
green.
Green.
I have one cousin here playing the full day.
And talking about
yeah, I'd come and have a personal conversation with you, cuz. Yeah.
A one-on-one.
A one-on-one. I'd have a one-on-one with you because I can't understand your reasoning. Yes, seriously. Me and you cool, but I can't understand your reasoning. Nice? Yeah, so me and you, we had to have a conversation. Yeah? Nice.
So important. We have to stay focused. Focus on the next 2 weeks in this country, right? Where Grenadians are going out there to do what needs to be done. Not a choice. There's not a choice here, right? It's NNP all the way. There's not a choice. There's no one else. Basically, to move Grenada forward, NNP is the solution, has been the solution for the last 5 years in rebuilding Grenada's economy, in taking care of the health of our country, the social needs, the housing needs of our country. It is NNP for the last 5 years.
Yes, indeed.
Right, for the last 5 years.
You can feel free to call in the phone number 440-7377. That's 440-7377.
And 347-329-3101.
Well, see, I start away.
Give us a call.
I really realize I start away right now. I'm fixing up Devon just now. Don't worry. If I leave here again, fix up. Nice? Yeah, don't worry. Nice? Good. Right, 440-7377. Yeah, and we'd like to thank again on behalf of the Carriacou branch of the New National Party and the constituency now nominated candidate on behalf of the New National Party, that is Miss Kendra Mathurin Stewart. We'd like to thank each and every one of you who braved that inclement weather on Saturday and came up to Carriacou to lend your support to the New National Party and to Kendra Mathurin Stewart. Yes, so on her behalf and the Carriacou and Petit Martinique branch of the New National Party, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for giving that opportunity to Carriacou and Petit Martinique to feel your warmth, to feel your love.
Yep.
Because we already have love and warmth in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. We ain't playing that. Yeah, hey. Wind, good morning. I'm so accustomed to seeing the name as Win. I don't know the proper name. I know Andrea, but I just can't remember your name, seriously, because you always as Wind. Wind is not your name. So inbox me, right? Yeah.
And what I want to say, one of the things I really want to say about that experience, especially on Saturday, the speech made by Kendra Mathurin Stewart. Man, it was, there are many more to come, but it was the best so far. She outlined what she and NNP wants to continue to do for Carriacou in no uncertain ways. She hit on every single aspect of the Carriacou and Petit Martinique people's lives, right? Where she know that the improvement has to be made, where she know things have to be tightened up, she get out there and explain to the people of Carriacou that, look, when she becomes the MP of Carriacou and Petit Martinique, she will need everyone's help to continue the progress from the lion himself. Honorable Nimrod. He has took Carriacou from way, I can say, to where it is right now. But Kendra has a bright future ahead of us. She basically get down and spoke about what has to be done and continue to go on in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Kudos to you, ma'am. A bright future ahead as the MP for Carriacou and Petite Martinique. They are proud of you.
Yes, indeed. 4407. Oh, that was a problem. Okay. Yeah, 4407-377, and that's the number for you to get onto the inside. Also, yeah, one of the interesting things in Carriacou, one of the very interesting things in Carriacou is the love that you get from Carriacou people. It was actually difficult for me, myself and Devon, to go anywhere in Carriacou without being instantly recognized the moment we open our mouth.
Exactly.
They might not recognize us by face.
By face.
But the moment we open our mouth, it could be the nice little bar right by the Regatta Jupa.
Yep.
It could be down on one of the bars or one of the restaurants or so on Paradise Beach. It could be down in Harveyville. It could be in Bel Air. Good morning, Curtis Mills.
Yeah, Curtis.
Yeah, sorry about that, but you know the thing does get out sometimes.
We go make up for that, Curtis. Don't worry.
But at least we did pass,
yes.
And we did check you.
Man.
Nice.
Curtis, you the man.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, and our friends in Windward and Dover, we didn't get to your area this time, but we're going to make sure. Our friends in Belmont, wherever you are, out there in Carriacou.
And much appreciate the love that was given to me, right? I mean, I know for Sheldon, by the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, And
one of the other things that happened is that I was in a particular shop. I was passing, and good partner, Old Tree. Old Tree called me, and I was hanging out in there. And the talk started up. One of them said, well, they said this guy is a Trinidadian, they say he's a Trinidadian. And there was this guy sitting there. I don't know the guy. He was just sitting there, and he said, well, so where you really from? And so I said, no, I see my father is from here. He said, well, I hear the saying that your father from Montreal, but who's your people? And when I told him exactly who my family was there, then he was able to just get up and he hugged me. He said, cuz, because we were actually in fact, blood, not even married into sort of thing, blood relatives. As I said, I'm related to the Atkins and related to the Lawrence and related to the Duncans and the Coys through marriage. So we have a very large family network there in Carriacou. And it was good for me because a lot of times I'd go different areas and I'm always meeting. Every trip to Carriacou, I meet new relatives that I don't know. New relatives that I don't know. It's always a wonderful experience for me. Okay, we lost that call.
It was fun. The whole political atmosphere, the social atmosphere, it was just there. I mean, the overwhelming hospitality of the Carriacou people, Carriacou and Petite Martinique people. I mean, you just have to be there. I mean, to see what it is. And talking about Saturday night, man, the experience, the people came out in their numbers, right, to support Kindra Maturin Stewart, right, the next MP for Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Bonville, yeah.
Bonville, man. Bonville. Morning to you, sir. Yep.
Bonville.
All is forgiven. I don't go with Bonville.
Oh yeah. All is forgiven.
Fly. Good morning.
Fly and all
George.
The guys.
Morning.
Son.
Yeah, Beck.
It was
good morning
fun.
to you too.
It was really fun.
Yes.
The experience. I mean, we'll continue talking about Carriacou always, and so because of
one of my favorite places to be.
Yeah, to the different places we had lunch and breakfast and whatever. Hey, Carol, good morning to you, my dear. Carol Ikoto, my good friend out there in Carriacou, and all the other ladies that I have not mentioned. Yeah, and so and hey, good morning, and thanks for just making me feel comfortable. In Carriacou. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
But we talking hard this morning because so many people got so many negative things to say about our country, But that is why me and Sheldon is here to counteract and to dispute and to make it clear as to the facts, right, of a lot of things that are being said about what is going on in our country. They say that nothing has been going on in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, right, in terms of infrastructural development and things for the youths and the healthcare and so. But they are mistaken. Take a trip to Carriacou, and you will see for yourself. You will see the development that is going on in Carriacou. Go down to Harveyville, Yeah, Winwood. Go there and see for yourself in the last 5 years what has been able to happen to these areas, the transformation.
And I think Honorable Elvin Nimrod. Yeah, Honorable Elvin Nimrod. I tell all you the names something after him in Carriacou. I know all you go choose yet, but all you had the name, whether it's the stadium, wherever.
Himself, man.
But all you had the name something after him because knowing what the road network in Carriacou used to be.
I could testify
and
to that.
seeing what it is right now. Now, it is not perfect. It indeed is not perfect.
It's not.
Yeah, but I know many people that left here and went up wish they had those kind of roads right through their areas.
Exactly, right through the areas.
Some of the internal roads, those are being attacked now, and I know Kendra spoke about those being one of the things that she's looking forward to addressing. The rehabilitation, the issue of drainage, and some of the internal roads now. When you look at the external, the main roads are in good condition throughout Carriacou. They have been done properly and that sort of thing. And what you're looking now at are the internal roads, those little roads going on the inside where there's a little community and the inside where there's a little community.
Touch the hearts of the communities.
So those are one of the things that she mentioned she's looking at. She's also looking seriously at the issue of housing. That's another area that is of concern to her. We know Carriacou people are very independent people. So they tend to do things on their own. Yep. They don't depend on government. They don't depend on friends. They do things on their own. Yeah, little by little, and they build up their little place and that sort of thing. But there are those that still need help. And she has spoken about an renewed focus on the issue of housing for Carriacou and Petit Martinique, inclusive of the housing project in the Dunfermline area that's going to be done in this phase of the housing project, the Chinese housing project, inclusive of that, also focusing on those who already have their homes and want to fix up and increase and that sort of thing. Let's go to the phone. For some reason, I think something is wrong with the phone line this morning. I'm getting the ring. It's giving one ring. Okay, let me see if it's that is engaged. I don't think so, no. Something seems to be wrong with the phone line. Someone give me a call. Let's check the phone line out. Because there seems to be something wrong with that phone line this morning. Giving like a one ring and then cut off. Yeah, so by the time you answer, it's already off. So somebody, give me a little call. Let me check and see. Let's check and see. You see? Yeah. It just rang. One ring and it cut off. Here's what. Let me play a little tune here and let's check that out and see exactly what's going on. Oh, I know what's going on. Yeah, I know what's going on. Let me sort that out.
People yearning, people learning, look yonder.
Yeah, so we got that sorted out. 440-7377. You all can call now.
347-329-3101.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
I think it's the same person I call again.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sheldon.
Hi, morning.
I can say nothing long Indian here, you know.
Yes, sir.
Indian Cheryl.
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, I just say morning to you, man.
All right, that's wonderful, man.
Yeah, you know how long I call him, but like the line is in some trouble.
Yeah,
no, it wasn't trouble. What happened is
so
that?
I just want to say morning to you, man.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well, have a good day, man.
All right, thanks, man. Blessings. All right. What had happened is that because we did the program, no, I'm afraid to say exactly what happened. Because we did the program in Carriacou on Friday, we had the phone line forwarded to there. And as such, when people were calling here, they were being answered in Carriacou. Yes, so we sorted that out now. We have another caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Sheldon Scott. I'll get bad water going down.
No, man, wait. Smooth.
Kick and kick up.
No.
Kick. Listen.
So everything
Curtis,
good otherwise.
Yeah, man. Curtis, it was so smooth, we couldn't even tell when the pass kick come, Jenny.
Oh, okay.
It was so smooth, you couldn't tell the difference. We didn't know when the pass kick come, Jenny, because it was so smooth.
Okay, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, we did good.
Okay.
All right, my brother.
And my friend that was with you all, if you're listening, good morning, my dear.
All right.
Yes, man.
All right, brother.
All right, well, you all take care.
One love, man. Nice meeting you, boss.
Nicely, we're listening up here.
All right. Good. Yes, and Curtis, tell mommy good morning for us, eh?
And tell little sister good morning.
Yeah, tell Lucarina.
Now,
She don't like that name. Okay, Lisa.
Lisa, good morning.
Lisa.
And have a wonderful day,
She
my
ain't like
dear.
that name at all, boy. What?
Yeah, man. I mean,
we have a caller.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, morning.
Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yes.
Morning. You're alive. Go right ahead.
I have a problem with Grenadians, as a Canadian also. We seem not to take things, or we not really take things, but we seem to point on negative things on everything that is happening in this country. Now, if, for example, I understand that some guy is saying that the Prime Minister went to Haiti. Well, he doesn't know what business the Prime Minister has in Haiti, but he's putting his own spin on it to say that it's Obia and it's this, and that a whole container of jerseys came down from Haiti. Well, I don't understand. If in Haiti the jersey could be printed cheaper than anywhere else, why not take advantage of that in the first case? And then what is wrong with going to Haiti to do what you got to do? That's not his business. So Grenadians don't seem to understand certain things. You take up a subject and you put your own spin on it, and everything is negative about the whole thing. You could see nothing wrong or nothing right. You've seen everything wrong. Sorry. Now, it's the same thing what is happening in Grenada. Some people, and a majority of people, can see nothing good that was done in Grenada. Everything they could see is wrong. Well, I don't understand that. There must be some good in something. Because you might say there must be some good in some people. Not everything in some people are wrong or negative. And I have that problem. And I wish people would really understand that, regardless of the political situation or what. But there must be something good in something. And I hope they look at that as we go along. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, caller.
We're
gonna come to the Haiti thing in a while.
Yeah.
We are that. We won't come to that in a little while. We're just entertaining some calls and so before we break. Hey, I hear salaries paid last week.
Yes, it's Thursday or when.
Some people say to start collecting Thursday, Friday.
Friday.
Like Doc need to have a meeting with the PSs and finance officers every month.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they ain't take no chances. Today's the 26th and some people's salary already paid already.
I understand.
Yeah, I understand what's going on there. Yes, 44073
and 347.
Devon, let's deal with this Haiti thing one time.
Let's get that out of the way.
Let's deal. No, serious, because you all heard the song I was playing earlier. I wonder if you all really heard the song that I had been playing a little while ago. It goes.
People yearning, people learning. Look yonder, propaganda about the Cubans in Grenada, about the Cubans in Jamaica. People yearning, people learning. Look yonder, propaganda about the Cubans in Grenada, about the Cubans in Jamaica.
That song has an extremely strong message, especially in Grenada 15 days before a general election. 15 days before a general election and all sorts of stories. Left, right, and center. The NDC has no moral compass when it comes to the truth. No moral compass. Anything come to mind, they saying it. Anything comes to mind, they're saying it. So, lo and behold, they've started the Haiti talk quite a while now, and then they went so far as to claim that the Prime Minister went to Haiti yesterday morning. Hold on the lines now. Let's just make sure people understand this one. They started spreading a rumor saying that the Prime Minister, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, flew off to Haiti yesterday, and that NNP had how much T-shirts coming in from Haiti and so. Yeah? So, let's hear on Saturday night, when the Prime Minister spoke in Carriacou, yeah? Let's hear what the Prime Minister had to say about his trip to Haiti.
You know I was chairman of CARICOM, right? And I have to give up the people chairmanship. So Monday morning, I leave here early, and I have to go to Haiti to do my final address as chairman of CARICOM, to hand over the baton to the president of Haiti, President Moïse. I have to tell you, I'm going to Haiti to do the people's business. Because if I don't tell you, them boy and them have a way of going and say, I in Obia. So I'm going to Haiti to do the people's business, to give up. All the other leaders are going to Haiti too. So if I'm going for Obia, it means all of them going for Obia too. So sisters and brothers, with that note, I want to say, with the strong team of the New National Party, with your excellent candidate in CARICOM Pinimatnik, with the team that are ready to work, get up early, move early, drop the X next to the house, and get ready to celebrate, because we won't keep sitting down. Let's keep moving.
Yeah. So Prime Minister stated clearly there is a CARICOM heads of government meeting taking place in Haiti starting today. As the present chairman of CARICOM, he has to hand over chairmanship of CARICOM to Haiti. What they usually do, they hold a heads of government meeting every 6 months. They hold it in the territory of the country that is about to assume the chairmanship as the chairmanship rotates. Yes, so last time it was held in Grenada. This time it's being held in Haiti. Yeah? So he is going to hand over the chairmanship. But you already have Dum Dum and Associates all over the place making statements about, oh, you're going to Haiti, going to Haiti. The Trinidad Express for today, they have an article where they're speaking of Prime Minister Keith Rowley going to Haiti to the heads of government meeting. If you check the Barbados newspaper, you check all the newspapers, you'd realize that the various heads of government, they are headed to Haiti for that meeting. But it speaks to something even deeper within the political psyche, the social psyche, and the racist nature of the individuals that make that statement. It also speaks to the illiteracy of anybody that goes about making those sort of statements and attributing Obia to Haiti. And when I say illiteracy, I'm very serious. I refuse to take that one back. Haiti was the first black independent country on the western part of the earth. It was the only country in the year 1791 to 1801, the black people, the people of dark complexion like me and Devon and Daka, fought a war of freedom to get themselves out of slavery. The slaves rose up against their masters, or who thought they were their masters, in Haiti, under people like Toussaint Louverture.
Toussaint Louverture.
You also had, I think one was Perron, and they had one or two others, including Desailly, who I believe was from St. David here in Grenada. A St. David's man was born on a plantation in St. David and was one of the 3 leaders of the Haitian Revolution. And these individuals kicked Napoleon's forces. Was Napoleon?
I think, yeah.
But they kicked the French forces out of Haiti. Even further, they also assisted the Americans, and so back in the days, the Haitian people assisted the Americans back in the days with their war of independence. So it's a country that we as black people ought to be proud of. They have retained, instead of in the Caribbean here, because we spent more time under slavery, we have taken on Christianity and other aspects of those things in Haiti, because they had rid themselves of the colonial masters at the point in time. While yes, the majority of Haitians are Roman Catholic, there still remains a lot of the original African religions in Haiti.
That's where you get the bulk of it at this point in time. Yeah.
So you have things like Orisha, where there is a pantheon of gods, like the Gedei and the Ogun, yes, and the Gedei And so the different types of gods and so, like Shango, the god of thunder, and all these sort of things. So they have their pantheon of gods and these things. These things are out of Africa. Yeah? And because some of them may have passed that tradition on, some people watch them and they say they work in obia. They work in negative thing towards people. They work in obia. And then the political party, which is the National Democratic Congress, that takes to task the American president, Donald Trump, because he called Haiti a name that I wouldn't say on air. He called Haiti that kind of name. And the NDC issue a press release how we could talk about Haiti so, but now they're talking about Haiti worse.
Even the leader.
The hypocrite.
I hear him last night.
The hypocrite. Their political leader. I mean, we know the man does lie. But at least if he's trying to say something and he's trying to lie with a little bit of sugar in it, so at least, or a little bit of truth in it.
It is deceitful.
The man stand up on a platform yesterday saying Dr. Mitchell leave and he go on Haiti yesterday.
And that can stop him from losing and blah, blah, blah.
Probably at the time he talking about Dr. Mitchell in Haiti. Dr. Mitchell stand up on a platform in Springs talking. I stand up watching Dr. Mitchell on a platform in Springs talking.
We go bring the tape
but
for him.
Nazimburg on a platform in St. Patrick. First, the man does lie. He just cannot help himself.
He can't help himself.
It's like once he open his mouth, his tongue does only no lie. The man stand up on a platform in front of his supporters and telling them that Dr. Mitchell gone in Haiti this morning because he is playing on the ignorance of his supporters and the racist attitude of even some black people within the NDC because they don't like poor people.
No, they don't.
And they don't like darker skinned people. And it may sound weird to you, but it's a fact. Haiti is not something to be ashamed of. Haiti is something we should be proud of. Haiti is in the economic situation it is in right now because the French government levied on them that they had to pay them back for all the plantations that they take during the revolution, which was unfair. So in other words, you as a slave, you fight for your freedom, and after you get your freedom, the people who you get your freedom from say you had to pay them for the time that they had you in slavery, that they was taking care of you while you was in slavery. Haitians are people that we should be proud of, not talking down to.
Okay, you know one of the reasons why too? Most of the leaders around that time were basically Grenadians. Henry Christophe and Toussaint, they had the Grenadian roots in them. You understand? I wonder if those of you who opening all your big mouth and talk about the Haitian people understand the history of the Caribbean, especially through the Haitian eyes. I'm wondering. You guys are so deceitful and so convenient in your statements. And so, shame on you, Nazim Bok. You understand? You should be teaching the people better.
Even Dum Dum. Somebody sent a WhatsApp to me to a screenshot. Puts out a t-shirt of one of those mentally challenged persons in town who somebody would have probably given a t-shirt from the last campaign and said, oh, NNP gets so much t-shirt, look, even Vagrant get. The t-shirt that the guy was wearing was one from the last campaign, not even this campaign. This campaign t-shirt is totally different to what you saw in the last campaign. So he puts out a picture of a guy wearing a t-shirt from the last campaign and say, look, they sent a set of t-shirts down from Haiti. What is wrong with Haiti? What is wrong with Haiti? Haiti is a country that we all should be proud of and trying our very best to help. Because they are geographically, Haiti is in one of the worst places located, in one of the worst places that could possibly be located. Nearly every hurricane passes through that channel. So every year, they get hit. Every year, they get hit. They had been through economic terrorism for many decades, going on 2 centuries. Economic terrorism on the Haitian people. Yeah? And they still survive. They still survive.
You know what is despicable in all of that? The leader of NDC joins Dum Dum in spreading such vicious statements against the Haitian people. Imagine that. How can you?
So it shows his view. So let me ask a question here. If Papa God was to turn it back and that individual were to end up as the leader of this country, You're telling me when the time comes to go to Haiti for CARICOM meeting, they ain't going?
They ain't going at all.
Or if the CDB, the Caribbean Development Bank, decide at the meeting where they're going to distribute and sort out which projects are going to be funded throughout the Caribbean, it takes place in Haiti, they ain't going? Yeah?
No, knowing them, they like finance minister position so much.
No, it is.
That they
It shows just how dumb they believe that their own supporters are. It shows how much they are not willing to educate their own people in relation to Haiti and Toussaint Louverture, Desailly, and the other leaders of the Haitian Revolution.
Yeah.
Christophe, I think it's Christophe. I think it's the one that came from St. David. One of them came from St. David. Yeah? But it just shows how much they speak about education, but they won't educate you in relation to what and who the Haitian people are. They won't tell you how proud you should be of what the Haitian people were able to achieve, and even are still achieving under significant odds.
Exactly.
One of the worst earthquakes to hit the Western Hemisphere passed through Haiti.
They lead.
And they ended up with that amount of damage. You know why? Because of the economic pressure that they've been going through for many, 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 many years.
They led the revolutionary process in the entire Caribbean years ago, right? To free slaves, for black people to lift their heads. It started in Haiti.
Because had not the Haitian Revolution been successful, and the threat seen from the Haitian Revolution throughout the Caribbean region, some of us may have still been in chains with men whipping us.
Exactly.
Although some of us are mentally so. That's how they would make the statements that they're making.
Yeah.
Some of us are mentally. We are still in slavery. Mentally. Yeah?
I mean,
so you attack the Haitian people. So you attack the memory of Toussaint. You attack the memory of Christophe and Perron and Desailly. You attack the memory of these people. Yeah? That's the kind of colonialist mentality. Listen, I'm not a socialist, but that's the colonialist mentality of some of these individuals, which leads our good friend Chester Humphrey to ask a certain man how he could be in the ranks of the GNP.
Yeah.
That's why they would never like people like Sir Eric Matthew Gary, because he was too dark to be prime minister as far as they're concerned. They wouldn't like Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, because he's too dark to be prime minister, and that's why they're planning to get rid of the political leader they have right now.
Exactly.
Because he's too dark for them.
For a light-skinned somebody. Boy, they are so pathetic. When it comes to the governance of this country, you guys need to, you guys need to check yourself. You are leading, continuing to lead the Grenadian people down a dead road.
Leading their supporters, not the Grenadian people. Me ain't going with them.
No, what I'm saying it's Grenadian. It's just their supporters. But you know, time, as the old people say, time longer than twine. Because every day, a majority of your supporters are getting to understand that you have nothing to offer the Grenadian people.
And let's look at this, The New National Party's T-shirts did not come from Haiti. Just as a matter of clarification, because some people, you know them. So just as a matter of clarification, you know why they're saying that is they don't want you to take it. The same way they was talking about the bags. No, they're playing psychology on you. So they're saying, don't take it, because they don't want NNP people to be out there showing their colors. They don't want NNP people to put on their T-shirt and put on their wristbands and put on their caps and come outside. They don't want that. They ain't saying where the NDC T-shirts come out, We ain't know where it come out. No, they ain't saying that.
You never know.
But they're trying to make claims about the NNP T-shirts because they are afraid. Anytime you see a coward either strike coward blow. That, my dear friends, is a coward blow. Because they're afraid. The same way they didn't want people to take the book bags. Oh, take the bags and burn them. And they start to make noise about a bag that carries the Grenada flag. They make all sorts of noise. Because they didn't want people to accept it, because they saw it as something that was beneficial to people, and as such, that some of that goodwill may carry over to the New National Party in elections. So now they don't want people to put on the T-shirts. Don't put on the T-shirt, them T-shirt this, and then T-shirt that, and all kind of thing. That's how illiterate they are. That's how unconscious they are. They are not cognizant of what the Haitian Revolution stood for. That we, as black people free in the Caribbean right now, have to thank the Haitians. We have to thank them, because if they did not do what they did when they did it, Papayo, We'd not be talking about slavery how much years, 100 years ago. We might be talking about it in 10 and 20 years ago. And some of us, I say, still mentally slaves.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. How do you do?
Hey, quite
yes,
fine.
my brother. Good
yes,
morning.
Devon and Sheldon.
Yes.
Okay, I'm calling from St. Patrick's West constituency, and if you would permit me, I just want to remind constituents of both constituencies, St. Patrick's East and West, of that joint meeting this evening, 6:30 p.m. at the Mades Junction. Right, so we are calling on all the PDs from both East and West to gather at the Mades Junction to listen to candidates Boson and Pamela Moses, and there will be other speakers, but I'm not specific on the other speakers as yet. But there will be a big meeting, right, a joint meeting. So again, I want to invite everybody to come out. I know it has been very hectic. We've been out almost night after night. But this is the season that we are in, and we cannot give up. We want to make sure that we will have accomplished our goals, right? We just cannot sit down, and we just have to keep moving.
Yes, man. Hey, but
right?
You would have been at yesterday's activity in Victoria, man.
Yes,
Tell us how that went, man.
Yes, I was. Yeah, and even that meeting was a great success, that Western Zone meeting. To see that we came from Carriacou and some of us reached back home a bit late, because coming from having to travel to St. Patrick's and, different areas. I reached home, for example, a little bit after 2 o'clock on Sunday morning. Still was able to go to church, take a short rest, and been out again yesterday. Yesterday's meeting was a very good meeting at Victoria. So we have to continue. We can't sit down, right? We just cannot sit down. We just have to keep moving. So tonight, as I say, Mades Junction, and tomorrow, please God's willing, that would be at Moncreven, PD6. There is, again, a joint meeting, East and West. So we would be at K-Max shop, right at the roundabout in Moncreven. And again, the same time, 6 p.m., yeah, better known as West End. Everybody refer to that area as West End, right? Yes. And then we have other meetings, but I would give update as, and then on Wednesday, we will be another big joint meeting at Rosehill Junction, right? And so on. So again, I hope who are listening to my voice, all those who are listening to me, remember, be reminded and be informed that these meetings are coming up, and they're following on the heels of each other, right? So please, get yourself ready. Prepare yourself physically, mentally, and otherwise, because we just cannot sit down. We just have to keep moving. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, my brother. Wonderful. So there you go. St. Patrick's, East and West, Mades Junction.
But let me tell you something, Devon. I am originally from Springs. If you want to say where I'm from in Grenada, it's from Springs in St. George. That's the first area I live. That's where my mother's bones are. That's where she's buried. That's where my grandmother is buried in our family plot there. That's where my great-grandparents and my great-great-grandparents who were slaves, that's where they are all buried, right in that spot there in Springs. My aunts, my uncles, my grandaunts, my granduncles. I even have a grandniece that's buried right there, cousins, everybody, buried right there in the family plot in Springs. And in all the years I've been in Springs, I've never seen as big a political meeting as I saw last night in Springs. Never. Not from the day when Uncle Louis had the local shop on top the hill there before Grant come and open the supermarket right on that same spot. Yeah? In all the years I've known myself in Springs, and Springs straddles two constituencies. On the lower side, on the other side, the side of the road opposite to the Open Bible, that side is South St. George, and on the side with the Open Bible, Small Axe, and so that's St. George Southeast. And I have never, ever, in all these years, seen a political meeting of that size in Springs. Next time, I think we had to move it down to the Springs playing field. Because it nearly couldn't hold where it was. You had people that direction, who up the road, who on the inside, so who up on the hill there, who nearly going in. I mean, it was just a volume of people. One of the biggest meetings the biggest meeting I've ever seen in Springs politically by any political organization. Yeah? And also I've seen some of the photos out of St. Mark and some out of Paraclete. So again, extremely large turnout. And that, after a lot of persons went up to Carriacou and were still able to come out to these meetings. And then you had all of these people in Carriacou, the Carriacou people themselves, and the people that came down from Petit Martinique to support Sister Kindra. I mean, this weekend, with the various meetings, the New National Party has truly shown that it is the number one political organization in Grenada, bar none.
Yeah, and the level of our organization is second to none.
Yeah.
You know, the haze, the way in which things are organized from one to I mean, we didn't have no big rally on Sunday, and so it was Saturday in Karakou. But I mean, when you look at the turnout in the different areas, the Western Zone, in Springs, in St. Andrews, and so, you would understand that definitely the capacity, right, the strength of the NNP is growing immensely as the day goes by. You know, so kudos to the organizers, to the leadership, the team that is leading this campaign towards victory on March 13th.
And also, let me say this as well. It's very interesting. As of today, Monday, the 26th day of February, we are officially 15 days away from Election Day. Elections will be held in Grenada for everyone 15 days from now, with the exception of police officers who will be going 11 days from now, on Friday the 9th. Just to let you know that it means the same rules that apply not this Friday, but next week Friday. The election rules apply on that day as well. So there'll be no wearing of the paraphernalia. You cannot be wearing the wristbands or the T-shirts. And so between the hours of 6 a.m. and 5 p.m., in fact, even before that, I think it's from 12 midnight on the Thursday, from 12 midnight, all campaigning has to cease. So you can't be out in public with the wristbands or the T-shirts, so that's an offense. Also, no alcohol will be sold on that particular day. On both days. So on the 9th, that's Friday the 9th, when the police will be casting their ballot, all the election day rules apply. Yeah, so I even think we could do hard talk in the normal sense. Yeah. If we're doing hard talk, it might have to be a prayer and worship. We can't do hard talk the normal way. On that day, it would be an offense if we're doing any campaigning on that particular day. Right? So between 6 a.m. and 5 p.m. on that day, no alcohol can be sold or offered or anything like that. So you cannot sell alcohol. You cannot offer someone alcohol. Like somebody passes, you say, boy, come and take a drink. You cannot do that. That's illegal. And if you have your alcohol at home and you want to take a drink, that's your business. But you cannot offer. You cannot sell. You cannot offer for sale. You can't do that. So even when you go to the supermarkets, you'd realize that they've taped off or removed. They either will remove all the alcohol that's on sale, or they will tape off that section and you will not be able to purchase on that particular day. So on Friday the 9th, and also again on March the 13th, remember the election day rules. You cannot wear the T-shirts. You cannot wear the wristbands or the caps and that sort of thing, right? Nice, beautiful. Just want you all to know, so you're not surprised by some of the things that you find going on next week Friday, that you know in advance. Yeah, usually 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, me and my friends just go and take a drink by so, you can't go. All right, you have to wait until after 5.
Sheldon, something the last couple of days or so, day or two, just popped up. We have, 15 more days for the election?
15 more days and 11 days if you're counting the police.
Right. And I saw an ad pop up somewhere on Facebook about a political organization inviting persons, right, to come to a meeting, right, where they can contribute and help formulate the way forward or the manifesto for that organization. Have you seen anything like that?
The NDC. Well, that's where to say them.
No, but I didn't show. You see, I was just about, yes.
I mean, okay, here's what. Let me deal with we and we'll come back to
that.
The New National Party will be having its manifesto launch this Wednesday. Yeah? Which would give you, the Grenadian people, enough time to peruse and go over the manifesto. I believe it will be released hard copy and electronically as well. So that launch, and I'm trying to confirm the location and the time. I believe I know, but unless I have the exact thing in front of me, I don't want to say. We will ensure that you all have it live, yeah? So once it's taking time, during the time that we have Hard Talk, we will be broadcasting live from there. So there's a possibility that on Wednesday, we may not be doing Hard Talk in studio. We may do it from whatever location that program is taking place from. So the manifesto launch of the new National Party. So you will be hearing bit by bit each of the candidates. They've already been speaking about their personal things that they would like to see as the next parliamentarian for their constituencies, what they would like to see. Now you're going to be hearing in the general sense what the new National Party's plans are for the next 2 years, the next 3 years, the next 5 years, the next 15 years. You'll be hearing what the new National Party's plans are. Already from our last manifesto, we've laid the foundation for many of the things that we have promised, and we have started the process of delivering. Many of them have been achieved. We promised the Imanis, those young people, that we would reintroduce a new and improved Imani program. We've done that. Yeah? We've said that we would have a small business program in place to assist people, whether it's through the Imani or through the GDB. We've done that. We've said that we would construct the Grenada National Stadium. Remember, when we were talking elections in 2013, there was no Kirani James Athletic Stadium sit down there. It was the rubble from the Hurricane Ivan that we used to use still. But that is what was there. Now you have a level 1 certified, world certified facility there. It was a promise of the new National Party, and we did it. We promised that we would improve healthcare. And those with eyes can see and those with ears can hear that the new National Party improved healthcare. No, we are not saying healthcare is perfect. Again, Devon, we are not saying that healthcare in Grenada is perfect. We are not saying that.
Yes.
But we are saying it is much better than it was.
Much better. And the neglect it went through between 2008 and 13, right? The NNP government has ensured the improvement of our health facilities in our country.
Which is why I wonder what type of grass they've been using. when people like Kennedy Roberts could come and try to tell me that Nazim Burke will take care of the healthcare of Grenada.
How?
That a team of individuals with Nazim Burke and Franca Bernardine and George Vincent and so on, that this team would be able to handle healthcare in Grenada. When it's under that team that you had people washing catheters, washing IV tubes to use over and hang it to the back of the hospital to dry.
But you know what?
When it is under that team, that every minute you go to take an x-ray, you can't get one because some problem or the other happened with the x-ray machine. When it's under that team that you had problems getting oxygen. As soon as the NNP came in, one of the first things to do is make sure there was a working oxygen plant at the hospital. When it is under that team that sometimes you go and you can't get proper dressing, you can't get basic medication, that the ambulance sit down in Maribo for how long? Because it need a battery. And another one sit down because it need tires. Yeah? Or that the people of St. Andrew and St. Patrick who utilize the Maribo facility, that those people couldn't receive an x-ray. They had to leave and go to the facility in Grenville, the private facility, or they had to come down to town. But now they can get ultrasound, they can have x-rays done, and you're seeing some improvements being done to the facility. That you're seeing, instead of laughing and saying, look where Keith Mitchell leave for and pointing to an iron structure, that you're seeing a big, beautiful building there. But not just that, that the nurses who were sitting at home during the period of the NDC, the nurses who were sitting at home and who listening right now, including the one down in South who only sharing our t-shirt for the NDC, the nurses who listening now, who were sitting down at home for how much years, that this NNP administration brought them into the system and is utilizing them within the system. So instead of talking about unemployment, they are talking about employment and contract right now. And they have a right to talk about contract. And it has been promised by the Minister of Health that you will be placed in the permanent system and so. But at least they have a contract. Instead of talking about nothing, they could talk about something. So I am still trying to understand how Kennedy or anybody could come and tell me that NDC go fix healthcare. Fix what healthcare? Fix their own. So they have their own dental plan and so on. In case anything happens, they just fly out. When they speak about putting people first, they didn't tell you which people, you know. They mean their people. And when they say their people, Devon, we know they don't mean the rank and file. They mean the ones that sit down at home right now, like the one in St. John, brother, that picking up phone and phoning everybody in St. John and telling them, vote for my brother, vote for my brother, vote for my brother, vote for my brother.
And dropping off bag of groceries.
With shaving stick and roll on.
But you know, they should be so ashamed to even talk about health, eh? I mean, when they came into office in 2008, they met 2 brand new facilities, either almost complete, right, or completed in terms of health facilities. You had in La Poterie, you had in Paraclete, right, and you had the structure for the new wing of the hospital well on its way, right? And they're talking about healthcare. They neglected that wing of health, of the healthcare facility in St. George's. They provided nothing for healthcare. Look at what they did in St. John's. We almost lost the funding.
Almost.
I mean for that health facility.
Almost we lost it. We didn't almost lose it. We lost it. We have to find new funding
for St. John's and for St. Mark's. I mean, come on. And you talk about health. You care about health. Come on, man. You guys. But you know what? Kennedy Roberts will say anything. He putting them under the bus because he know they are not capable to do anything about health. So he throwing them under the bus. And so because, hey, it's a family connection. You know? So, hey, NDC, forget. You have failed to deliver in health in your tenure of 5 years, 2008 to 2013. You have not delivered in health. The people of Grenada was scared, more scared of death than any other time in their life because of going to a health facility or getting sick. Now they are much more comfortable. They are seeing the improvements and they know that the health facilities and so is moving.
But let's find out, who do you trust? The Minister of Finance, who always makes sure that the OECS pharmaceutical fund is paid and paid on time so that medication can be received for Grenada. And again, sometimes you go to a health center in one of the outer parishes, and when you go there, they say, okay, we are out of this or we are out of that. It does not mean that there is none in Grenada at the main stores. What happens from time to time is that, for instance, it may be the health facility in Sautez. They may order a certain amount. They know they have X amount of diabetics. They order a certain amount of medication for diabetics, medication for people with high blood pressure, etc., etc. They have it there. But sometimes, because they are not properly monitoring their stores internally, something may run out before another shipment is sent up from St. George. Because there are times that people say, okay, and I check it personally, there are times that people say, okay, I'll go to this health center and I didn't get this or I didn't get that. And when you do your investigation, you realize that it's down at the main store, but they did not request for some to be sent, whether it's in St. David or in St. Andrew or wherever. They did not request that shipment be sent up because there is a central location where all of the medication is stored, central medical stores, and then it's distributed from there to all of the health centers. So while there is on the island, there may not be any at that health center at the point in time simply because of the administrative loopholes. This is one of the things that Minister Nicholas Steele has been looking at. There are several suggestions from the individuals at the different health centers themselves. They have been making suggestions saying, look, this is the best way to deal with it. The people who are in charge, the pharmacists, they have been making suggestions and so of a smoother way to ensure that all of these things, that's why you're going electronic as well. So you know this is running down. You send a shipment around the island. You know that St. David has to get this, St. Patrick has to get that, this one has to get this one has to get that. So all of those things are things that you're working on. Also, you're seeing them around already. There have been some ambulances that have been procured, some new ambulances that have been bought. You're seeing them. But in addition to that, the setting up of a central system for the dispatch of ambulances for the island. So outside of that, you have a central dispatch system that could have an ambulance to any location within a very short space of time. That is also something that the New National Party has been looking at. But as I said, the manifesto is going to be launched, and it will be launched this Wednesday. And as Devon was telling you, Friday, it's going to be launched Friday. Probably the date has changed. But the thing is this, the NNP is launching our manifesto. While we launching the manifesto, Devon, what you say, is he?
I see an ad where political party, NDC, asking persons to come out and make contribution towards the manifesto and the way forward for Grenada. My God, you had how much, what? 5 years. 5 years to come up with plans and solutions. I mean, I ain't talking about the broadening of the tax base and thing, because all you're bent on doing that. 5 years to come up with something for the Grenadian people. 2 weeks before the election, you asking for the suggestion from the Grenadian people, and then you talking about putting people first.
So let me ask something. Let's just be reasonable here. Let's just be reasonable here. And those of you on the live, I'm very sorry. I'm going to be going over the comments in a short while. Right? I'm very, very sorry that we're not paying as much attention. And those of you on the phone line, we're going to come back to you in a short while. Now, you have a situation where you're 15 days away from general elections. Within that 15 days, as a political party that was only making certain statements, jumping up and down, and you're ready, call the date, you're ready. You are now asking for the Grenadian people to come and help you put your manifesto together. I mean, something ain't right, because this was you.
The thing, doc. Call the date. Repeat it after me. Call the date.
Call the election. Call the election. We ready for you.
That is you. That was you. That wasn't NNPites. That was you. You were the ones that were getting on, so that wasn't NNPites. That was you.
The date. Repeat it after me. Call the date. Call the thing, doc. Call the date. Repeat it after me. Call the date.
Yeah, you were the ones saying call the date. But the date has been called, and the date has been called some 20-something, 30-something days ago. 30-something days ago.
30-something days
I think
ago.
about 30-something days ago. The date has been called. You had the opportunity. If you were ready, that means that your committees would have met and you put together your manifesto and all this kind of thing, so you know what are your plans for the country. You keep saying, oh, we have a policy agenda. Your policy agenda, in essence, is a manifesto, but now you're calling on people to help put your manifesto together. So when you're going and print that, when you're going to present that to the Grenadian people, it's between two things, you know. It's between you're just trying a strategy to make it look like people have an input in your manifesto, which is what I believe they're trying to do, because I believe the NDC manifesto is already printed.
Yeah, I think so. They just mama guy the people, basically.
They're just mama guy.
Yeah,
so when you're talking about, we want the input for the manifesto, what input? Your manifesto printed already?
You already made it clear to the people of Grenada that you're going to broaden the tax base.
Yeah.
That is clear.
That is clear from your policy agenda, and as if you look under the definition of a manifesto is a policy agenda of a political organization.
Exactly. And you have been begging people to look and read your policy agenda for months. You understand? So you already had and prepared the Grenadian people for what is to come. Broadening the tax base. You're talking about the bus drivers, the bus conductors, the market vendors. I mean, you thinking of going at every single person in our country to make them pay tax. You see? Mm-hmm. That is what the people need to know, you know.
We're on here. We have a caller there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Yeah, well, the thing get hot, and they getting on bad. I just happened to look over where a breweries worker putting up on social media that this government is tired. Give up because they're tired. They run out of ideas. But I feel everybody have a right to support who they wish to, But there's particular people have to be very particular what they say. Because it's the same Dr. Mitchell, when they play the strike, with the effort of Chester Humphrey. Chester just couldn't get it done by himself, He said he take the same tired Dr. Mitchell to go. When you had a government in office, they couldn't do anything about it. They didn't do anything, matter of fact. He take the same Dr. Mitchell to go and make extra efforts with the owner of the breweries, and to get things rectified, with the effort of Chester Humphrey. When you had Mr. Buck denying certain bills that should take away the privilege of the breweries in acting the way they acting. When the bills go to the lower house, Mr. Buck didn't help it to go forward, you know. So that attitude or that habit would stop, you know. That never happened, you know. So I think the bridge workers should be the last to start talking about NMP tired and whatever they want to say about them right now, you know, because it's because of the NMP effort outer government was able to still yet make them to have $1 in their pocket today, you know, because the owner of the breweries was laughing at them, you know. He had so much different ways to go and forgot them in Grenada with the thing, you know, because that man is not just about a breweries in Grenada alone, you know. He had different areas the man could have gone with his business and forgot that whole idea down there, you know. Dr. Mitchell know how much them would have lost as the workers and how much the country would have lost as a nation. So he didn't sit back as just as an opposition and laughing at the situation, because he know at the end of the day, it's not about Tillman Thomas and Nazimbok. It's about Grenada. You know, like when we lost the funds for the Parliament building, Nazimbok making kicks all about the place and laughing. Actually, I take back the money because they don't trust the Grenadian government that just come in office, which wasn't true. Having a kicks about it and making mamagism about it. This thing is about individual they taking on, you know. They're not country they're concerned about. Because if you could laugh in such a thing happen for Grenada and getting your kicks out of it, and you want to tell me yet for all you're so serious and interested in being the Prime Minister of that country? You ought to be a madman, Mr. Brock. You must be sick. I listen Cecilia and John and Frank Abona in our program yesterday, and they were speaking on different topics. They speak about the UWIM piece of land somewhere in Hope, but is there and the government failed to do anything about it because they don't concern about education. Frank will say all kind of thing about that, which she know is not true, because the people who's so responsible for it say what was the problem in there getting that thing going forward, and look at what is happening at the times up to this time. The lady, that Cecilia and John, is in beast with the government getting the people up in Shambo, getting a title to the property that they are using right now. So then they wouldn't be disturbed by anybody that come in. They should be able to use the land freely and able to make a living out of it. She in beast with that. She said, how is now they could do that? How is now the people are doing wrong? Well, if it's now you could do it, when you go do it again, you could have done it when you couldn't do it. They do it now. She should be happy because people from her area that get this kind of opportunity to have that piece of land that they could make a living for them and their family to survive. She in beast about it. She upset. I listened on the program with Jad Grant yesterday. She upset about it. She mad about it. You understand? And when you come now, you have Mr. Buck, who, when he came into office as finance minister, he was the man giving the main advice to the government, you know. As you well know, everybody know that. Mr. Tillman Thomas was the prime minister, but the man that was doing the real firing of everything was Mr. Buck. If Mr. Buck said no, they had to hear no. And when Chester Humphrey asked him to reconsider these CCC workers going home, how much he go hurt the workers and the country go lose a lot, he didn't care. He was claiming that CCC was very close allied to the NNP. So for that reason, they had to go. He didn't care how much 100 workers had been affected and families that had been affected. They have to go, so he get them to go. And now that they go, you know, you're hearing today, the same gentleman is speaking like he was sent from heaven. He never make a mistake in nothing that he do. Asking the Grenadian people to give him the chance to run the country, because who is there right about now is out of idea. They don't have vision. He have it. You understand what's going on? You see how these guys are trying to use people with their intelligence and believe that it was a few who was able to go to school and learn from university and colleges and stuff. They use this opportunity to see if they could exploit the people. When NNP have a meeting and they get this mama crowd, they say, don't be fooled by crowd. When they get crowd, you see crowd? You see crowd? The people of Grenada speaking. But when the crowd come to NNP, don't be fooled by it. So right or wrong, it's a game them guys are playing. It's not about country, no. This thing is about themselves, and people have to be very, very particular. You have a lot of intelligent people that support the NDC. For what reason, I don't know. If they have the reason, and I cannot against them. But at the same time, if they are honest to themselves and they're true to Grenada, they had a reason, they had a chance to make a comparison and see exactly who really have Grenada at heart. Look at who really came and transformed this country. Take us out from a lot of ugly looking state and bring us into a state which people will come from any part of the world and feel happy about today. You mean these are the things you have to take into consideration? Not the people who are come and speak and say that every word they speak, they're very careful with the words they use, they select the word properly and things. Not alone what is running, what is really the whole interesting part about that country. You know. Choosing the word properly is one, based on where you go and speak. But you have to choose what you're doing to your people in your country very, very careful too. You just can't treat them anyhow and expect they will just come and give you the support you want because you feel them is strong and you are sense. You understand me? Have a nice day, boss.
All right, my
Thank
brother.
you.
Wonderful day.
4407377. That's a morning to you, Lisa Marie. Hope you're having a
347-329-3101 was his line.
Telling Lisa Marie good morning. Morning, Lisa Marie. Hope you're having a
Lisa Marie don't want to hear you. Good morning, Lisa. I'm saying good morning to Lisa by on top of the hill.
Then we go and put on the phone, eh?
Good morning.
Good morning, Sheldon. Good morning,
Good morning, my friend.
Everyone, Sheldon. It is a norm, when any leader in CARICOM, in a holy chairmanship, for them to give up their leadership when the time reach, they must have to visit the country. That leader has to take over. Alright? And the Clement just said that he's had time come for him to hand over the leadership to the president of Haiti. So he must have to attend that meeting. Alright? But you see what happened, though? Don't matter what the Clement just said. They were just turning it around and to fool people. But I wonder, Brother Sheldon Devon, people here, they know the procedure, but they're just leaving people lead them down the precipice. So if you know that, and these people know that, right? They know once you are the leader of the chairmanship of the CARICOM, when the time reaches for you to up, you must attend the meeting to the leader that to take over the country, right? And that is what's going on. So I just wonder why people try to everything. People with education and common sense, they just leaving someone, lead them down a precipice, lying for them. They will not stand and say, well, someone is lying for me, I know better than that. But everything that the leaders say, they're drinking it. That makes me remember Jim Jones in Guyana.
Thank you, my friend.
Right?
Thank you, my friend.
I want to say, looking at Dr. Mitchell and us, Dr. Mitchell has the quality to be a leader. He had the potential. Right? And one thing that as a leader, and to be a good leader, you must love people. You must love people. And if you don't love people, you can never see your way right. Because the word of God says to love your neighbor as you love yourself. Right? We have to love one another. Right? And you can't hate people when people love you. What you sow, that's what you shall reap. And I want to say to the Greener people, remember where NDC bring us. And remember where we are presently now, where NMP take us out from and bring us. Greener right now is a shining light to the Caribbean countries and and the world because of the NMP government in power. Because see, when NMP in power, the Greener people smile, they rejoice, they feel happy. But NDC brings shame and destruction to the Greener people. But I want to say, continue spreading good news, let the Greener people know what is going on, and we know, and come the 13th of March, I ask the Greener people to go out and vote. Remember, the government that cares about them, and that government is the government of the party NMP. Well, Sheldon, you all have a wonderful day.
Thank you, my friend.
Listen, I was listening to somebody over the past few days, and they were saying, boy, I love Dr. Mitchell so much that when I go in that polling booth and I go to I'm making 3x with him. No. Let's just say that ballot would be spoiled. So I had to explain to them. Remember, when you go into the polling station and you're making that vote, 1X. That's the one mark you make. Make an X, I think you could make a tick as well. Mm-hmm. Once it is within the box. But one. Don't make a set. Don't let it be outside of the box. Just keep it nice and neat within the box. All right? So just practice from all now. Yeah, just make the X.
Practice from afar, from a distance.
Practice from now.
You see, like you put up a dot, a board, and you have a dot, put an NMP the house, and put an X with a little box, and take the dot and try to right to the center. Right to the center till you get through.
And you know, when you're in school, they used to have multiple choice. While I don't believe there's a multiple choice here, there's only one choice.
One choice.
There's only one answer. If you were to consider this a multiple choice, there's only one answer. When you think of who will move Grenada forward, when you think who will move our economy forward, when you think who is best for Grenada, you know that you must vote for the new National Party. At this point in time, it's basically 11:30. We'd like to say goodbye to our listeners via Real FM. Yeah. We know they are leaving us. Just to let you all know, we're also on 97.5 FM and the other 89.5. And so if you want to continue listening to the conversation, you have that opportunity. But we know news is next up on Real FM. So those of you that are leaving us right now via 91.9, 91.5, we just want you all to remember, have a wonderful day today. Right, nice.
Join us tomorrow, please the Lord.
Yes, indeed. That's all 91.9, 91.5 listeners. The rest of you, we're still here. Nice. Let's go to the phone line.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, guys?
Hey, we're great, man.
I couldn't make it up in Carriacou, man. Just, the timing was bad and, just the weather too.
Yeah.
But I want to say, I heard this before, and she vexed that people are getting land in Shambo. But I wanted to know that, there are a few NSC guys down there that, had a little problem because of they don't want NMP to do it. But they had the time when Tillman Thomas was there. They had the chance. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And most NDC people that have land in Shambo, down to the smallest man to the brightest man, they're happy. They wanted to come on stream real fast. They want the title. Because they know their grandmother, their mother, and they walk in up Salon from that generation come down. So having a title to that area, they're happy for that. And they want that. People are ready, they want that. So if his aunt is against that, well, she start the fire on her, that I could say. It's a lady, it's a grandmother figure to me, so I didn't want to burn her too much, but it seemed like she started the fire.
Mm-hmm. What could be wrong with people receiving land?
Well, I don't know, because to me...
Because Grenadians...
It's only proof that she's not in touch with the people in the area.
The people are not from Zimbabwe. They're from right here in Grenada.
We prove that she's not in touch.
I'm sure she has lands.
She wants to represent people, and the people want that. And you're vexed about it. Something has to be wrong with you.
Let me tell you something, my brother. In life, you always meet some people who are upset at certain things. They get aggressive and they're upset, and here's why. When they have not achieved certain things by a certain age, and they see other people achieving it by an age that they would have liked to achieve it by, they jealous the people and they upset and they vex with them. Or if somebody has achieved something more than they have achieved, they upset or they vex with them. Or if they see the potential of a person, it's just a sort of bad-minded attitude. They see the person with the opportunity to do something they would never able or will never be able to do, they'll just be upset with them. There's a sort of bad mind and jealousy that we need to root it out. That is a leftover from slavery. That's the same kind of people that bad talk in Haiti right now. As though Haiti is as what Trump said.
Yeah, but when you said that this morning, I was so touched because I met some people from Haiti, and they treat me so nice. Yeah, some of my best friends from Haiti, So I'm saying that Haitians are nice people, really, really nice people, and you cannot brand Haiti like that. It's not right to do that. I don't like it at all. I was really touched.
But what is more important, they are one of our Caribbean brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
Right? Fighting the struggle against colonialism, imperialism, and whatever for betterment for their country.
Good.
Black people, not know any other thing. They are black just like us. Yeah, they struggle just like us.
Exactly.
And you see, when it comes to Grenada in particular with Haiti, remember, Henry Christophe, or Henri Christophe, or however you want to pronounce it, who eventually made himself King Henry I of Haiti. He was born in St. David, Grenada. Mm-hmm. He was born in St. David, Grenada, as a St. David's man.
Toussaint.
That went to Haiti, and together with Toussaint and Perron and all the other leaders, drive the plantation owners out of Haiti.
And what is even worse, those people that from that particular religion, that practice that religion in our country, right? The what do you call it? The
Shango's Southern Baptists.
Yeah.
The Baptists.
Yeah.
Shango,
so what they say now? They don't want these people vote.
African thing.
Huh?
No, if they could speak about Haiti that way, you could imagine how they speak about spiritual Baptists throughout our country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They well, I had a conversation with a young woman a little while back, and she's a very progressive young woman, and she was telling me that she's a supporter of the other side. I don't like, and you have to stop calling him. That's the other side. Use that. This is like that. The other side, and don't get them no time. And She said that, you know what, I will not vote for these people. So I said, why? You're a strong supporter. She said, you know what, when I walk into that bank back in the days to get my check, my payday, and the teller in the bank telling me my can reach yet, my pay and reaches yet. See the embarrassment, and she had a loan paying that time. And the interest rate, she paid more money, so she's losing money. She said, I cannot go back and vote for this guy. So I was sharing that to a guy in Victoria yesterday, because he seemed to be a strong supporter of the other side, and getting on in a meeting. So I pulled him aside, you know, I said, let's have a drink, and we talking. So I shared the story with him. And he said, well, it's not Nazimbok's fault, it's Tillman Thomas' fault. So I said, you blaming Tillman Thomas? All right, put it like that. So if this individual were doing that, and it wasn't his fault, if he becomes prime minister now, that he might do worse off. The guy shut up. Automatically, he transformed. He said, you know what you're saying, brother. I think I'm going to vote in MP next election. And I'm talking to the NPIs now. We need to go out there and push the information on them right now. We welcome them in the house. We need to close the deal right now. Information. Hit them with information. Because they want information. They've been brainwashed by NDC. Sorry for calling them a shit. I said don't call them. They've been brainwashed by the other side. So time to give them information now. We welcome them in the house already. Give them information now. Close the deal right now. We're going in for the closing now. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, my brother.
All right.
I want to answer, brother.
Okay.
Good. Take care. You know,
I don't have the list of meetings for today in front of me for some reason. I don't have that list in front of me right now.
I know there is one in Tivoli. I'm not too sure the exact area, where it is, and so, but we would love to have all the information. So, hey, whoever, just give us a call. Let us know where the constituency meetings are, and hey.
Mm-hmm. We have a caller.
Good morning and welcome.
Morning,
my friend.
All things.
Well, not bad. No.
Right. Well, I trying to call Sheldon and say to tell him come up the western side.
Brother man, I got off the boat a little after 6. By the time I got home and got my car, it would have been after 7. And by the time I got to Springs, it didn't make any sense leaving to come up again.
Right. Well, you missed it yesterday, man. The green was in full force on the western corridor yesterday in Victoria.
And I was scheduled to speak.
And you were scheduled, yeah.
I was scheduled to speak, but I couldn't.
It was ready as a bumper rally yesterday. And I just want to congratulate all the people who came out yesterday in support of the candidates. Because remember, it's 4 candidates on that side: St. Patrick's, East and West, St. Max, and St. John's. And it was well attended. Thinking that people would have gone out the day before to Carriacou and Chad and so on and so on. People just get energized. Some people say they don't know where they get the energy from.
But then remember too, it is not a lot that went to Carriacou from the different areas. Just about at 40 something, 50 from each area probably went to Carriacou. So it had a lot more that didn't go.
Yeah, from us about 73 that went.
Yeah. So
even we had a lot more. But also I want to tell you about the meeting tomorrow. We have a meeting at the River Sally tomorrow, starting at 6:30. By what is the manager? When I remember the motel.
But hold on. But when you say River Sally, you have to right.
Yeah.
Okay, because I might end up in the wrong one.
In the wrong River Sally.
Yeah. River Sally in St. Max. We have that meeting there tomorrow. Dr. Modest, Dr. Clarice, and we'll be there in full force as usual, and encouraging everyone to come out and support. I want to say one thing on that Shamboard issue. You see, people use certain situations conveniently, and people always say, easy election, why no? Why not now?
Yes, why not now?
If there's an opportunity to be had, why not take the opportunity now? You know what I'm saying? I worked in BNTF, and I'll make this a point specifically. When the NDC was in office, the NDC was trying to get that land, a matter of fact, to regularize that same Shamboard, the people who use the area, the farmers, and rightfully so. Because I'll tell you why. Some of these people have been planting on this land for years. All right? The grandmother, they died, they would have take over the land from the grandmother and so on and so on. And they have been planting on this land for years with no official or legal title to the land. Everybody knew that piece of land belonged. Everybody knew John Brown farmed on that piece of land for 30 years. His grandmother was there, his great grandmother was there, and now he passed it on to him. But we come to a stage now where a lot of things is happening in the country. You have more hotels going up, more guest houses, more villas, more this, more that. And so there's a demand for a lot of more produce, right? And so the farmer who planting now would want to increase on his stock, meaning seeds, machines, and so on, and he'd want to go to the bank or lending agency to get some more money to be able to help him to put out more. But he can't do that in Chambord. Why? Because he cannot use nothing. He can use the piece of land as a security, and so forth, to get more financing to assist him so he could be more profitable and make more and produce more. So I'm not blaming any person for wanting to regularize that farm land for people. As a matter of fact, I'm the best person to know because I was in BNTF and we were working with the farmers during 2008 and 2013 to ensure that the land was regularized. There are serious problems with the land in that the Caribbean Development Bank was saying unless the government don't acquire the land also, then they would not be going haphazardly into an arrangement where the land tenure or the land is not regularized in terms of the government taking ownership and acquiring the land. Remember, that land was from some Canadian company years ago. I don't remember the name. A Canadian company that used to occupy that land years ago. And then they abandoned the land and people start farming on the land. So is that a two-day thing? All right? So what Pamela trying to do now is continue what the NDC wanted to do and didn't do. Just as how the stadium, just as how the hospital, just as other areas where they came in and they made certain things in and they stopped it or they never started it. The NDC who had looked at it, I personally brought up the Caribbean Development Bank person who was responsible for Grenada to the Chambord area. Myself and other gentleman in finance and another gentleman who called and Kem Jones program all the time. He was working in BNTF too. And we went there and the plan was we had the bridges sorted out, we had culverts, this, that, all the things. But the only challenge we had was that the bank was not willing to take the risk to go and invest. Should the person or the owners later come and listen, Tillman Thomas was in the best position to acquire the land, his government, because he was the prime minister at the time. And the bank is saying all the government has to do is to acquire the land and allow those people to get legal title, each plot of land they occupying, so they could invest in the area. And Tillman and the NDC never did it. You understand?
No, they vex.
Pamela is trying to do it now. Kudos to her. Yeah. The people deserve it in Chambord.
Yeah, talk, brother, talk. We listening here. Yeah, I ain't even saying.
So, I thought I'll lose you.
No. We right here. We listening because you're putting forward a lot of information.
No, I don't tell you. They say. I'm telling you because I was part of planning, organizing. We met with Chambord farmers on many occasions. We met on the site. We met in community centers in River Sally. There's a gentleman close to there. He used to be an NDC, dark, fat, thick guy. Devon, you probably know him. He does seedlings and things.
Yeah,
he lives right on the stretch there in Plains. He met with us on several occasions with farmers. And one of the things that the farmers is saying is that first of all, the road is not good going in there. There's a bridge that there's a ravine there that you need to put a bridge so they could get their inputs, their outputs safely to the supermarket and so. And we have had all the design. We hire a consultant during the NDC time. Hire a consultant to do the design. I remember the bridge was costing over $400,000 to build. And then you have drains in Chambord where you have to connect one plot to the other plot using culverts and so on, so people could use my vehicles to go inside there and so. All that was done just for the NDC government to go ahead and acquire the land. They never did it. And so it's unfortunate that the farmers of Chambord find themselves in that position today, where had the government had the NDC government did what they had to do, by now this issue of Chambord land should never be on the table for discussion. And I don't just blaming Tillman because Tillman was a head figure.
Let me ask you a question, Devon. Wasn't that the area that former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas used to speak about doing onion and that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Planting onion. You always, every budget, that same issue would have come up, but nothing seemed to have happened with it. Now you're actually seeing movement taking place.
Yeah. And congratulate the lady, because let me tell you something. My heart went out for these people in Shambo. When you see we have meeting with them and the passion, you know, and the urge and the need to access loans, because they could do more. They could do more. But you know the area of has pockets of poverty and a lot of poor the farmers who use, and they want to improve their life, they want to improve the family life, they want to, you know, provide for the community in terms of, even, a matter of fact, let me tell you, we even link up with Grand Coda and another agency to be able to work together with BNTF to be able to establish a market in that area for the farmers who produce in Chambord, should the project came on stream. So the CDB wanted to know that, look, if you invest, those people are markets. You can ask those Grand Coda guy, Benny Langain. We met, we had everything sorted out, just for the, as I said, the government to do what they had to do to acquire them. They didn't do it. And so it's unfortunate that Chambord people is not positioned, but I want to congratulate again my lady. I know she's a worker, she gets things done, and I'm most confident that she, it amazes me why Miss Anne John wouldn't want that betterment.
Because they don't like people. They don't like people.
And let me tell you, it's not no accident. Miss John was head of BNTF for a little while. And Miss John have never used her influence to get nothing for these people up there. Because if you want to look at some people, they want to run in positions they could help the constituents, whether they're in office or not, or whether they're vying for position or not. There are people who we could look around and see, even though they was not running for politics, but they were doing work in the area. You understand? They were assisting, whether in the sports, whether the culture, whether the community development. What group Ms. John have ever been involved in St. Patrick's Day? Tell me. What group? Whether a community group, whether a birthday group, whether anniversary group, whether a chicken group, what group? And the fact about it is, BNTF money could have been considered free money. You don't have to pay it back. It's free funding. All right?
I could tell you which group, you know.
Head of the BNTF have never lifted a finger to send a cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, or a little project to St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day people should be more observant and careful with Miss John. All she's looking for is for work. Because I know certain things that some people's house was for sale and they're looking to save their property and so, but I won't go down that road. But some people looking for work for their own survival. So when you see Pamela looking to upgrade the life of the people, make them more independent, make them more self-sufficient, Miss John don't like that. Miss John don't like that because she sees her job being taken slowly, or the job she's looking at, she's seeing the rug being moved under it. Slowly, she'll crumble to the ground. But I want to tell them in St. Patrick's, don't be foolish. Miss John don't like people. I had personal experience with Miss John. I'm a fact, I will tell you one thing. I know Miss John as a little boy, NCH. I got help from NCH and so forth. And how Miss John treated me when she come to BNTF, following the orders of Nazim Bok and so forth and so on. She threw cold water on everything I've thought good about her. And I make no apology for that.
All right, we go talk about NCH. Devon, we will talk about NCH one of these days. Because I think a lot of people need to know some things about NCH. Eh?
Definitely.
And some people need to know some things about NCH under that particular individual's watch. And they need to know some of the things that happened. And I know a lot of Grenadians are going to be extremely shocked to hear some of the things that happened there. It's not all good and nice and glory stories, you know. Anyway, but we'll get to that. All right, brother?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, one of these days we won't get to that particular story, eh? If we go get to that story, believe me, it's a very interesting story indeed, eh? Yeah.
Persons like Miss Anne John, they were part of the whole migration crew who deserted their hometown and fled for somewhere else.
But
no.
let me do even go into that. What I'm going to tell you is that we have a lot to talk about when it comes to NCH. We go talk after the program, me and you. Me and you will talk first, and then we go talk to them. All right. We have a caller line. Let's go to the phone line.
Good morning.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good as usual. Great program. Well, I just want to let you all guys know that we had a very successful joint meeting last evening in Paraclete, and I think we have to kind of change this thing about meeting, because I think it went one step ahead of a meeting, because we had a very, very good crowd up in Paraclete last night. I was quite impressed. And that's the reason why I say, when you talk numbers and you talk statistics and data, it only matters when you can actually and practically bring the people out onto the streets. But listen this here. When the NDC talk about health care, when the NDC talk about putting people first, this is laughable. And let me tell you why. Because the same NDC, they caused dialysis patients in Grenada to die. They deny Mr. Forrester the building on the Granitown Road that was completed for this purpose. They deny him, and then they allow homeless people with addiction to vandalize this building. So people died. And then when people died, the NDC turned around and they taxed the dead. They refused to pay Grenada's share of money to the OECS medical fund that allow us to purchase medicine cheaper. The same NDC refused to complete the second phase of the hospital, whereby we continue to wash and use things that normally is disposable. So how come you understand that these same people now could come and trying to hoodwink us and bamboozle us into making us believe that they care about health care, when in reality, when they was there, that has been the worst state of our health care in a lot of years. And they cannot deny that. This is a fact. I'm quite sure that the medical practitioners and those who operate in this environment, I'm quite sure that they can tell you that yes, we have a lot to do, but they will tell you that health care under the NNP, despite the fact of its challenges, is much better today than it was under the Nazim Dunke party. Gentlemen, we had a successful meeting last night. Sister Kate Lewis and Sister Delma Thomas, they really laid on. And I can tell you right now, in the northwest in St. Andrews, the northeast, we're looking so good. I'm telling you, right now, I think the whole 4 seats in St. Andrews is involved in a competition as to which one will declare first. But I know we will declare first, because once the voting finish, and everybody and our lists have voted, like I said last week, kill the pig, kill the goat, kill the sheep, kill the cow. We're getting ready to celebrate. Gentlemen, have a pleasant morning.
All right. Thank you very much, brother. All right. And yeah, just for your information, folks, the manifesto launch of the new national party that will be taking place this Friday at the Trade Center. The doors open at 8:30 and the event begins at 9. So what we'll do on Friday, and we'll ask the stations to join with us in that, is to roll Hard Talk forward by 1 hour for Friday. Yeah, if we can roll Hard Talk forward by 1 hour just for this Friday. So we're begging that of the various stations. And we go to the phone line.
Good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Morning.
Sheldon.
Hey, morning, sir.
Morning, how you doing?
Hey, long time no hear, man.
Listen now, I like that slogan, boy. Nazim don't care, NDC. That's some right. That's some real right. But Sheldon, I want to ask you one thing. Every famous person that came on the scene came and they proved themselves to people that they can do something that they can be appreciated by the people who they need their support. So what I'm saying is, Nazim ain't prove himself yet that he loves people. He don't like people. the NDC, you look how they function in 2008 to 2013. Everything fall right down on the ground. So I used to watch this country and I wonder if it's still in Grenada, you know. Because everything just gone haywire. These guys can't run country. You see, iron and clay don't mix. So democracy and communism don't work. And they have this communist ideology in their head. And all they're thinking about is how to come and strike people and to do people wickedness and raise all kind of taxes on people. Wickedness. And the Grenadian people will realize, hey, I hope they don't make the mistake and put Nazim there. Because if they make that mistake, you come back to haunt them big time. And that time, Dr. Mitchell might resign. They won't have nobody to count on. So I hope they're careful in what they do. Let us continue with the progress. We know what we have. We don't know what we're going to get. But what we have, we think is the best we had, and it's the best we'll have, and we will have nothing better than that. So I pray that the Grenadian people will think positively during the election, vote wisely, and vote the country they know that we'll look after them in a systematic way. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you. 4407377, that's the number for
347-329-3101.
Devon, what do you find about the NNP? We've been rolling out since late last year, been rolling out ads on our candidates. You find you seeing any with the NDC candidates?
Well, I mean, it's only 15 days to go. Right?
Maybe they're putting out one a day?
Yeah, apparently one a day. But I mean, for the last couple of weeks, I've only seen two ads, two set of persons on the NDC ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And so, ads
why,
out.
Why are they afraid to do an ad in an early enough time of Franca Alexis Bernardine? Why are they afraid to promote her? Don't they think that an ad might have some effect to help her in that battle that she's in? Although I don't think it's a battle, it more look like a blowout. But she's up against Gregory Bowen.
Waste some money.
They may consider it a waste of money.
Yeah, waste of money.
Could it also be that they see her as a potential leader of the party and they think that it's important that they
keep her
out of Parliament at all costs this time? Yeah.
Even a deputy political leader, you have not basically
haven't seen a single ad on that guy.
Right, on him. So one of the conclusions I've realized for the last couple of months is that those who threaten the leadership of Nazim Burke in the NDC, right, they have been given less airtime and so not being able to speak on the platform as much as they want to, even on radio interviews.
They would send an Ali Dowd, no, they know he ain't no chance.
You understand? Or the guy from Karakou, or even,
send him,
you know, and that kind of thing. So, but the prominence of the
I know his name, his name's Tevin.
Yeah, we got to know his name when he went to Karakou.
Yeah.
And by the way, good morning to you, sir. Had a wonderful chat with him, though.
You talk with him?
He got his belly.
Yeah, okay.
He high belly.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So, yeah. So, I mean, so definitely you can see, even the Roberts guy that just come on the platform getting more airtime, who is not a candidate, more than all the other candidates of NDC.
He brought her behind that one.
Yes, so that is to show you, right?
Because they had a plan, so you know he brought her making sure you get
exactly.
Yeah.
And the deceitfulness that really overshadows the entire organization.
But I just find it interesting. I follow elections, and I even, for those of you that really don't know me much, I actually spend a lot of time reviewing all the elections, not just here in Grenada, but regionally and internationally within democratic systems like the US and the UK and so on. And I've never heard a situation where 15 days before a general election, there is no focus on any of the candidates. There's just, in fact, when you look at the NDC campaign, and I'm saying it because I want a little fight. We're saying it. But we want you all to also make note of it, especially you NDCites. Make note of it as well, because we know you listen to the program, you stoops, your course, you box up the computer and the phone, but you're listening, and we have to let you know that it's very interesting. All the focus has been on your political leader. There's been no focus. Where's Franca's ad? Where's the ad for Patrick Simmons? Where's the ad for Sylvester Qualis? Where's the ad
for Terry Hille?
For Terry. Where's the ad for even same Anjon or Andal or whatever the guy in St. Mark that running name is? Because believe me, I still don't know that one name. Vincent, I see the fella take down all the poster and go off by. At least it wasn't an NNPI that take down your post there. Your own NDCI that put it up, say he can't take it.
Yeah, he surrender.
He surrender. Take down all the posters. He say he can't take that. He take down everything. Yeah? And it's on video, so you can't say, we know it's not NNP. Don't try to blame us. We know all easy. And I say, all the chance say, NNP passing the night and take it down. He take it down in broad daylight with camera. Right. Yeah, but it's strange. Well, I think Vincent, there's one with Vincent.
Yeah, there's one with Vincent.
After that incident where he verbally assaulted the police officer.
Yes, they try to do some PR.
Your lawyer could find me at Mount Helicon, Mr. Vincent. After that incident where Mr. George Vincent verbally assaulted that police officer in St. John, they did an ad, they put out an ad on him. But we're still yet to see any sort of production being done for the rest of candidates, and they are 15 days away from an election campaign. In fact,
desperation.
The NDC found the resources to do an ad on me, Sheldon Scott. They found the resources to do that, but they could not find the resources to do an ad on Franca Alexis Bernardine.
To promote their own candidate.
They found the resources not just to do an ad on me, but to do an ad on me and then pay hundreds to thousands of US dollars on Facebook and other media to promote that ad about me, Sheldon Scott. But they can't find that money to promote their candidates. What does that tell you about them?
Yep.
What does that tell you about me? But what does that tell you about them? Because I'm the least of the apostles. I'm 6 or half a dozen a year. I'll give them the money to put the ad again. Yes, seriously, if they won't check me, I'll give you money to put it again. But they are not promoting the... Is it a fact that they can't promote them because they're afraid that certain people might win, and if that person win, then it's going to affect the leader because the leader can't win? Because you realize what's taking place there. It's like cannibalism. They're eating themselves. Political cannibalism. It's like they're eating different members within the organization and not giving them the opportunity to grow and to develop and so on. So political campaign, hot. But the only thing you're doing when you go on a campaign, you see, for instance, Claudette Joseph. And she only has two things to talk about when she goes on a platform. I could tell you what a Claudette Joseph speech is going to sound like before she opens her mouth or before she's announced. I'm an authentic town girl from blah, 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 blah. And then Peter David this, Peter David that, Peter David the other, Peter David that. Dr. Keith Mitchell this, Dr. Keith Mitchell that, Dr. Keith Mitchell the other. Peter David, Dr. Mitchell. Peter David, Dr. Mitchell. Peter David, Dr. Mitchell. For about 10 minutes to 15 minutes, all you're going to hear is that, and then boom, they're gone.
She will crung it off. The people of Grenada is needy and greedy.
Yeah, they're needy and greedy, right? That's what she's going to come out with. You could tell what an Azenberg speech is going to be like. You can tell what an Ann John speech is going to be like. And they've been speaking in general terms and not specifics about any plans for development for this country. But I assure you that over the next couple of weeks, you will be hearing in depth. We've called the different members of parliament, candidates into studio already. They've come here. They've explained to you what their vision is. They've explained to you what they intend to do. They've explained to you. Now you're going to start hearing, as soon as the manifesto is launched, you're going to be hearing a broader rollout with specific areas of how the new National Party intends to address various issues. Yeah? Be it the issue of the power supply, because I realize NDC real defending Grenlec.
Yeah, boy, what?
NDC, I want to know why.
Yeah, boy, they're spending a lot to promote Grenlec.
Yeah. NDC has been spending a lot of time defending Grenlec WRB in specific, not Grenlec, so please, don't see the Grenlec workers and think that they is NDC. Please, I tell you, I'm making sure and say that because our real partners inside there, and I know they are not. Yeah? Because this is not an issue about New National Party. This is not an issue about NDC. This is not an issue about Dr. Mitchell. This is not an issue about Gregory Bowen. This is an issue about Grenada. We cannot have the factories if we don't get the price of electricity down. This morning I heard someone on one of those programs talking some nonsense about, the price of electricity in Grenada is because of the taxes on the fuel. Hello? They get their fuel from Petro-Caribbean. They don't, as far as I know, that's not taxed. The fuel that they get, Teddy, link me. Yeah, as far as I know, they get their fuel, the majority of their fuel from Petro-Caribbean. And that's subsidized as far as I know. Yeah, I could be corrected. I might be wrong, but that's what I believe I know. Yeah, so I could be corrected on that particular one. So find something else. Because the price of gas in 2012, 2011 went up to as far as $17 a gallon. It's 15 something right now.
But you know, Sheldon, they will continue to defend Grand Lake, because remember, it was an NDC government that sold off Grand Lake, right, for a very cheap.
That was more like giveaway.
Right, cheap price. No, the NMP government led by Dr. Mitchell only wants to ensure that development in Grenada continues with low electricity costs, right? We have tried for years, more than 25 years now, to negotiate better deals with WRB and so, right? And it has not happened. Something have to be done with the high cost of electricity. It is crippling the development of our country, right? We're talking about bringing in agro-industry. We're talking, imagine a place like St. George's University, and so paying over what, $1 million or how much money? Oh my God!
Yeah, but what I'm trying to understand though is the NDC seems to be, as I said, I follow political campaigns throughout the Caribbean. I could tell you that Frundle Stewart will be calling elections within the next 30 to 40 days. He'll be announcing the election date. That Gaston Brown has announced elections for this month. He's given the minimum 21 working days. So it's sometime March as well. March
21st.
March 21st. Yes. That Antigua will be going to the elections. And he did that because it's a kind of ticklish situation. He'll win, but it's a kind of ticklish one with him. But also that you have various other countries that are within their cycles. And I follow the election cycles. And this is the weirdest I've ever seen. It's not that I don't understand the tactics, but it's the weirdest I've ever seen. Yeah? That poor Ali Dowden has not gotten a TV ad. Yeah. Poor little fella.
No, he did.
He got TV ad?
Yes.
They gave him his own separate TV ad?
No, he was climbing the pole.
Folks, it's been wonderful being here with you for Hard Talk today. That's all the time we have for today. We'd like to thank all the stations for being here with us. And I going on that one time, man, sticking around to hear the rest of that story. That's all the time we have for Hard Talk today. All right, so we're getting out of here. All right, we are getting out of here. My name is Sheldon Scott.
I'm Devon Romain.
And in everything you do, stay safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you.
And not about you.
Because you know, we love each and every one of you. Yeah, we don't just say that. We actually do love each and every one of you. We are out of here.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choices. On March 13th, choose to keep Grenada moving forward. Mark an X next to the house. Vote competence. Vote NNP.
After a powerful nomination day, the new National Party candidates are ready for your vote. Tuesday, February 20th was the first step towards the restoration of pensions, the implementation of national health insurance, the building of over 600 houses for Grenada, further expansion in tourism, and the creation of hundreds of more jobs. The Dream 15 is ready to take Grenada to the next level. On March 13th, come out and vote the new National Party. Vote competence.
Oh, we're winning right now, I said we're winning right.
These past 5 years, ordinary people with extraordinary dreams for themselves and their families have continued to inspire me. In these close-knit communities along the shores of St. Andrews Southeast, people with their faith in their unshakable God have given me renewed hope that this partnership we have forged is worth building on. We have had successes together, but we are far from finished. A whole new generation is coming up, hoping for even more opportunities. We can't let them down. With God by our side, together we will achieve even more. So let's keep moving.
Whatever I have done in office, I hope that I can help inspire the next generation of achievers. Having come from a humble family in Brazil, the son of a farmer and market vendor, this country has given me many awesome opportunities in life, a pathway created through education. That's why I want to speak to the next generation all over St. George's Northwest, and indeed the country as a whole. Life is not about where you started, but where you want to go. I'm determined, through this office I hold, to fight to create even more opportunities for you. But you also must have to want to grab them with both hands. These 2018 general elections are therefore about consolidating the gains and backing the fresh opportunities we shall create for the next generation. We shall not look back, nor stand still. Together we shall march forward. Together we shall keep moving.
I've learned quite a lot of lessons. I've learned the importance of being humbled. Yeah, that is critical. It has also been reinforced the importance of listening, because in order to serve people, you have to know what it is that they want. You have to understand their needs. You have to listen to their needs. You have to question, and you have to care. Fundamentally, you have to care about each and every person that you come into daily contact with.
The best part of the program has been learning songs.
So St. Patrick's East, all of Grenada, support the new National Party. Let the progress continue. Let's keep moving.
Keep moving!
There's so much going on with the NNP, and we're just getting started. From candidate launches to contests, events, and breaking news, be in the know. Get notified first about big events and announcements. Plus, we're here to listen. We want to hear from you. Leave us a comment, tell us what's working and what's not. Like what we're doing? Let us know. The NNP is working for you. Interact with us on Facebook. Come on, Grenada, get connected. Like us on Facebook/NNP Grenada and keep moving.
In spite of the many successes we've had, we still can't sit down. It is my determination to solve the difficult pension issue that has been a challenge for every successive government for 33 years. And to have a national health insurance policy system that will cover all Grenadians, ensuring we have all access to be the best quality health care going forward. This new National Party's government has dug this country out of a recession and put it back on a path to prosperity. We have ushered in a period of unity and inclusivity, and the Grenadian Renaissance is on. We are pleased, but not satisfied. And so together, sisters and brothers, we shall keep moving on.
The people of St. George Southeast, like the rest of the nation, have bounced back these past 5 years. We still remember the barren years of 2008 to 2013, when so many of our people lost their jobs, their homes, and their hopes. Together, we have dug ourselves from that deep hole, and we have lifted many people up. But it is a long, hard grind, and the job is not yet finished. So a vote for me in St. George Southeast is a charge from you to work harder, to consolidate the gains, and to be even more determined to fight, especially for those who are yet to be lifted by this rising tide. I am pleased to offer myself to return as your MP in St. George Southeast. Together, we shall keep moving.
I am Kendra Matthew Stewart, and I am honored to have answered the call for service. The people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique are dear to my heart. I have grown up in a time of expanded opportunities, showcased by the fact that I have had the fortune to study and become a professional. There are many young people who seek the opportunity that I have had, and I want to be a part of that movement that helps open up new doors. It is the aspiration of ordinary people that inspire this new journey of mine. As my generation rises up to service, you can surely count me in. I am Kendra Matthew Stewart, and I am running for you, the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Keep moving! I believe that my life's journey as a sister and daughter, a community activist and educator has prepared me for the next chapter. As a young woman, I have always firmly believed that our generation can continue to build on the solid foundation already laid. My long association with the girls in the Junior Achievement Program has taught me a lot about national potential. This is not about where we have started. It's about how far we can go together. I am running so that I can stand up for you.
I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm working in power, I work in miracles, I live a life of favor. For I know.
I remember those days, not so long ago, that all I wanted was an opportunity. My family was poor, and there were times I didn't even have a pencil to go to school. The people of Paraclete, Moncton, and surrounding areas gave me that opportunity. These ordinary people raised me. It is this history that inspires my politics. Now, it's my turn to give the next generation even greater opportunities than I had. If I can make just one weak person strong, I will be doing God's will. What we did in the 5 years is just a little bit of what we can do in the future. My duty is to steer the course and to keep moving.
You know what you want, and our team of the new National Party has what it takes to make your dreams into reality. And so, for 2018 and beyond, we are moving together. One of the most satisfying accomplishments of the last 5 years is how we in St. Patrick West have been able to bring people from different political parties in the interest of national development. This new National Party government has delivered and is continuing to deliver to our community. There's evidence of this everywhere, from the Breakwater project right here in Sates to the new technical wing at McDonald College and the soon-to-be established Skills Training Center at Montreach. But most importantly, many people, especially our young people, have benefited from increased scholarships and training opportunities to improve on the human resource potential. This does not mean that we have achieved all that we have set out to achieve. Far from it. There is much more to be done. What our successes have done is whet our appetite to dream bigger and to aspire to achieve even more. You know what you want, and our team of the new National Party has what it takes to make your dreams into reality. And so, for 2018 and beyond, we are moving together.
Keep moving!
My involvement in politics was always motivated by a desire to see significant change. I am here to serve, and it does not matter in what capacity. And as I move through the constituency, I feel a sense of pride and satisfaction when people tell me, yes, I like what you are doing, I like the services you are providing for us, I like the fact that you are with us and you continue to support us. So therefore, being able to serve, being at the service of our people, I think is my greatest satisfaction. Because if I cannot serve the people, I have no place in politics. When I look at some of the conditions under which some people have to live, I feel a sense of compulsion to do more. That gives me the urge, hey, you have to do more.
Let us have a real talk, St. John's. Let us understand the choice that faces us in this coming election. You can vote for me again, a proud member of a team that has consciously started rebuilding Grenada. Together, we have done the hard work and the opportunities have begun to come. So, you can go for the other guy who threatens to rip it all up and start a new experiment that none of us is sure about. The choices we face are not even close. We have made our sacrifice and now we must continue to build on our success. I'm proud to be on your team, and so St. John's, we are moving together.
I come from a very humble beginning. I know the importance of hard work and dedication and service to people. And so it is that characteristics that I believe that would be able to propel me in serving the people of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique. I am from a single parent family. My mother has been my #1 supporter, and she has always been there with me, for me, by my side. My desire to serve the people, of course, of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique, I believe is the ultimate sacrifice, and the opportunity has presented itself, of course, to assist my people, because I believe that the youth do have a place in politics, in nation building and in governance. And so it is my youth that I will use to ensure that the youth of this nation are well represented.
South St. George is fast becoming the economic heartbeat of this nation. It is at the center of the housing and construction boom and unprecedented growth in education and tourism sectors. As our area rises, so does the nation. In the coming period, our challenge is to give character to this growth and to bring along the surrounding areas. So we shall improve the skill sets of people to take advantage of the coming jobs with my plan to cut unemployment in the South by 2/3. And we will extend housing assistance and give the many people who need it land tenure. More money will be made available for small business loans for people in such areas as Montoute, Grand Anse Valley, Woodlands, Woburn, Calais and Belmont. The people who are yet to be touched will get their chance. We are excited about tomorrow, and so today we shall keep moving.
Why should I get weary? Tell me, why should I? Why should I? Eh, no way. Lord, 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 the Lord is so heavy. Oh, yeah. moving on. Yes, I'm moving on. Lord, Lord. Oh God. From the cradle to the grave, little by little, stage by stage. I never get weary. No, I never get weary. Sorrows and laughter, time of fear. Good and bad, I had my share. I never get weary. No, I never get weary.
It is an opportunity where I can be able to make a difference in the lives of many persons in the constituency and also Grenada as a whole. I am prepared to give of service to the people. My whole life has been one of service. So this is another opportunity where I can go out there to help improve the lives of people, the standard of living and the quality of life.
Skita is a young person and she has been given a wonderful opportunity to help shape lives in our country. She has been doing that within her school for the past 17 years.
I know her doing teaching and making great improvement in that school. Awards, trophies, you know, skits was behind this.
I am Yolan Bain Horsford, and right behind me here is my alma mater, St. Joseph Convent, the institution that I've attended for 5 years. Further back behind me is the Roman Catholic Church that I also attend. And on my left is the convent court that I played all the netball and the tennis throughout my 5 years at this institution. I am very proud of the partnerships I have formed with the people of St. Andrews Southwest these past 5 years. But I'm even more excited about the things we can still do together. We have begun solving the housing challenges and tackling youth unemployment. We have not only been building roads and houses, but more importantly, building communities and building lives. Many people have been given fresh opportunities, and even more shall be lifted up in the coming period. I am ready to take a fresh start and to continue battling for ordinary people who deserve another chance. So let's keep moving.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choices. On March 13th, choose to keep Grenada moving forward. Mark an X next to the House. Vote competence. Vote NNP.
Hi, I am Peter David. Since growing up on Asheville Avenue, hanging out on the Carnage and in Four Roads, building friendships, making memories in River Road, and fighting for the youth of Darbo. These are all reasons why this place will always be home. I've been around this town and this town has been with me. Ours is a relationship for a lifetime. You have called on me once again to represent you. With humility and a great sense of pride for my hometown, I accept the call. So count on me and count me in. It will be my honor to serve you. This is our town and our home, our moment to lift each other up. Together, let's take the town of St. George to the next level. Thank you for placing your confidence in me once again.
I have been afforded the greatest honor to have been able to serve the people of St. Mark faithfully these past years. Every day, I get up with the same enthusiasm to go to work for you. Today, I still have that passion, and tomorrow, I look forward to fighting for you again. We are happy to have made a difference in the lives of so many people. But we appreciate that it is a never-ending struggle. Whatever progress we have made, we shall never be satisfied. And that's why I am coming back to you for your support again. We have done a lot, but we still have more to do. Therefore, in St. Mark, we shall continue to keep moving.
The new National Party has been good to St. David's, and more is coming. Youth unemployment has reduced drastically. Infrastructure has improved. The standard of living of people have improved over the years. Our focus is to ensure that all our people in St. David's improve in their way of life and standard of living, and we are giving hope to young people. It is a united team that can deliver such hope to people and such benefits. And therefore, this is not the time to take risk with the future. We must be committed to the present. And I say to you, let us all keep moving.
Five years ago, we started an incredible journey together. We dreamed and we strove to achieve. We are happy with the success we have had, but not content. The arch of progress is bending in the right direction in St. George Northeast, and many people have benefited. But there are still others that are yet to be lifted by the rising tide. We cannot leave those people behind, and so we continue to fight, and we continue to push on. I am Tobias Clement, and I'm running again to continue what we have started. Our dreams are too big, our ambitions too large for us to stop here. So let's keep moving.
'Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.
Final revised voters list to be produced soon. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the National Report, I'm Rakisha St. Louis. The Parliamentary Elections Office says the final revised voters list for the March 13th general elections will be produced early next week. The list will be posted in each Parliamentary Elections Office as well as post office, police stations, medical stations and other public places.
And they would remind persons of the date, the place and the time and so forth, all that pertains to the elections, and they are going to be posted at least two in every constituency, so that persons can, access and know where, they are to vote.
Mr. Ferdinand Phillip, voter and civic registration officer at the Parliamentary Elections Office. He says as of Friday, the grant of poll will be out, stating where various polling stations are, as well as other pertinent information.
I want to, really appeal to persons, get their house in order, so to speak.
Yeah.
Make sure that they are on the list. Make sure they know where they are voting. Put structures in place, regardless of what. It's not too early to say to plan. Put things in place because you want to be a part.
Building cluster capacity in Grenada and other Caribbean countries was the focus of a workshop held on Friday, the second phase of a process to support growth and development of small businesses in the region. It's an initiative been undertaken by Compete Caribbean, which had made a call for proposals that were answered by the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association and the GIDC, the joint host of Friday's workshop. When the GHTA got involved in Compete Caribbean in Phase 1, it gave them the opportunity, working as a cluster, to develop the Pure Grenada brand and turn the sector around. The second phase, which is the capacity building for BSOs in countries, is now underway. In this phase, the capacity of the GHTA and the GIDC will be assessed, and their capacity enhancement plans will be developed so that they can be a supporting institution for clusters.
They will have help in implementing these capacity enhancement plans, which will involve training of their staff and also of the cluster members, and they will also develop these CCIPs for the clusters. And after that, there's another investment panel in November, so all these 20 cluster projects will be invited to a pitch to the investment panel, and from there, a selection will be made for project implementation.
Lisa Drake's Project Development Officer at Compete Caribbean. Compete Caribbean's call for cluster project proposals closed in November 2017. They received 91 applications from 13 Caribbean countries. CEO of the GIDC, Che Kings Douglas, says it has the potential to seriously impact our ability to foster better and stronger small businesses.
If we are able to master it, for the environment that we are in, we can use that to then, from an exemplar point of view, use it nationwide and use it regionally. And we look forward to the support of that type of initiative.
This is the National Report. More news after the break. Welcome back. The Criminal Investigation Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force says it is adopting a zero-tolerance approach to child sexual abuse moving forward in 2018. On Friday morning, the department, in collaboration with the Ministry of Social Development, staged a march through the streets of St. George's. They were joined by students of primary and secondary schools within the parish.
The CID would not remain as mere spectators while you are victimized. You have our love our commitment to protect you, and we will let you know, molesters, the statute of limitation is 0 when it comes to sex offenses. And the CID, we pledge, will hunt you down, will find you, and we will bring you to justice.
Deputy Inspector Mason of the Criminal Investigation Department. He reiterated that more needs to be done to eradicate the problem, as merely imprisoning an offender does not curb the hurt and mental damage done to the innocent victim.
For the risk of mental damage to its victims are far too great. Putting a perpetrator in jail just prevents him from committing further crimes, but does absolutely nothing for the victims of such crimes. This morning, we occupy the streets of our nation's capital to bring awareness of the increase in reported sex offenses and bullying. And we plead with our nation's citizens not to condone such acts.
In related news, it is time to break the silence on child sexual abuse and bullying. That's according to Minister for Social Development and Housing, Honorable Delma Thomas. She was at the time speaking to students converged at the Tantine Netball Court for the March Against Child Sexual Abuse and Bullying. Minister Thomas says silence is causing cases of child sexual abuse to go unreported and unnoticed. She commended the CID department on its quest to sound the alarm on the issue of child sexual abuse, as the government and the ministry alone cannot do it. It is time for all forms of abuse to be stamped out of every society worldwide.
It shows the importance that the police is putting on this issue of child sexual abuse. It also reflects the growing commitment by more and more sectors of our society to stand up against the evil. No society worthy of calling itself modern, no society worthy of calling itself caring, no society worthy of calling itself Christian will tolerate abuse of any kind, but more particularly child sexual abuse, the most degrading, most heartless, most selfish of all the abuses.
The Child Protection Authority is also an active voice in the advocacy against child sexual abuse. It has recorded 118 reported cases of abuse in 2017. Its representative, Anderson Richardson, explained that there must be a change in attitude for our society to be purged of the plague of abuse among children.
We must put away some foolish cliches, and I'll tell you what I mean. After 6, man turn beast. Nonsense. After 12 is lunch. Nonsense. We don't use this kind of cliches in relation to our minors, our nation's children. The younger the cattle, the sweeter the beef. Nonsense. We must put away these things. Big men must be big men. Big women must be big women.
Now to recap the headline, final revised voters list to be produced soon. And that's the National Report. I am Rakisha St. Louis.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, $70 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Between 2014 and 2017, $185 million was spent on scholarships for youth. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
Building a stronger economy means all Grenadian workers benefit, those who work in the public service and those who work elsewhere. Now that the period of shared sacrifices is over, the benefits must be shared among every Grenadian. More money for house repair, more money to improve healthcare, more money for training, more money for education, and yes, more money for public servants. $55 million in various payments. We are the Grenadian family looking out for each other. And even as we fight for ourselves and our families, we always remember our neighbors. We forge ahead together.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choices. Between 2008 to 2013, the economy regressed every year. Between 2014 to 2017, the economy grew every year. Vote competence, vote NNP.
Grenada has moved from an economy in years of negative growth, negative 2%, to one of the fastest growing economies in the region, plus 5%. So let's keep moving with the NNP.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choice. Between 2008 and 2013, 1,265 youth engaged with the GIAP. Between 2014 and 2017, 3,725 youth engaged with the Amani program, with a spend of over $190 million. So let's keep moving. Vote NNP. Vote competence.
It's not really complicated. Elections are about choices. On March 13th, choose to keep Grenada moving forward. Mark an X next to the house. Vote competence. Vote NNP.
Every election campaign is full of old talk and grand promises. Let history be your guide. Is who likely to better perform in government. Election is not about choosing perfect. They are about choosing the best one offer. Vote competent. Vote the NNP.
There's so much going on with the NNP, and we're just getting started. From candidate launches to contests, events, and breaking news, be in the know. Get notified first about big events and announcements. Plus, we're here to listen. We want to hear from you. Leave us a comment, tell us what's working and what's not. Like what we're doing? Let us know. The NNP is working for you. Interact with us on Facebook. Come on, Grenada, get connected. Like us on Facebook/NNP Grenada and keep moving.
After a powerful nomination day, the new National Party candidates are ready for your vote. Tuesday, February 20th was the first step towards the restoration of pensions, the implementation of national health insurance, the building of over 600 houses for Grenada, further expansion in tourism, and the creation of hundreds of more jobs. The Dream 15 is ready to take Grenada to the next level. On March 13th, come out and vote the new National Party. Vote competence.
Oh, we're winning right now, you say we're winning right. Let's run the country the right way. NNP, and work hard for the people all day. NNP, who's the party that keep it moving? NNP.
We are here at the NNP National Youth Rally, Rhythm of Hope, here at Tempe in St. George's. Let's go talk to the youth. Find out what's on their minds.
March 13, we will be voting for the new National Party with Alvin Dabra from Guam St. John. Let's keep it moving. We cannot sit down. We cannot sit down. Young people, we need to keep moving to the new National Party. We from Guam St. John, and we will be voting for Alvin Dabra.
We can't sit down. We can't sit down. No, we can't sit down. And we won't sit down. Listen, we need progress. We can't sit down. We have to keep moving. And when March 13th comes, we vote in NNP. What NNP are you with? I'm voting for the National Party. We voting for NNP.
The best. On election day, March 13,
vote for NNP, put an X by the house.
I want you to know that at the end of the day, we have an election coming up. And despite all of the up and down the country have seen, we have not seen a better up than with this particular party. I can speak to you as a youth, I can speak to you as an educated man. We have a lot to look forward to, but it's up to you. So, do the right thing.
Elections is about choice. What's your choice?
My choice is NNP, all the way. Governor March 13th, you gotta join me in supporting the party and supporting the future.
I'm voting for the new National Party because I believe in the future of our country. I believe in the youth, and I know that Dr. Mitchell and his team of freedom fighters will take Grenada to its rightful place in the Western Hemisphere.
So, let's keep moving.
Yes, let's keep moving.
Keep moving.
Stay up to date with all that's happening with the new National Party, NNP. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp on 405-8683 with your name, email, and constituency. Stay in the know with NNP. Get updated.